I mean, that's great. Hallelujah. I mean, but at the same time, isn't it kind of like a tradition to see that happen? Honestly, maybe it would have pepped things up and made things less awkward. I don't know. Alright, guys, thanks so much for listening the whole way through. I'll be back with more updates. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think of all this. Bye, guys! This is a part 2 July 2023 Sister Wives update plus a Hunter Brown update. This is what happens when the day after my July 2023 Sister Wives update, the whole family posts like a million pictures. So I have to do part 2 now. So Gwendlyn and Bea got married this weekend, and it resulted in probably an awkward party at a place called the Mayor Flagstaff, which has a rooftop patio. So the whole family was there, despite the crazy tension between some of them, minus 2 of Janelle's kids, Maddie and Savannah, who are in North Carolina, and Gwen's brother, Peyton. Mykelti's kids were basically the stars of the whole reception, literally going from arm to arm to arm. They were with Hunter, they were with Logan and Michelle, they were with Robyn and Cody, and they're just so cute. And in a way, you know, kids help bring everyone together. Logan and Hunter were competing for fun uncle status, I think. That's the vibe I get. Logan and Hunter are basically the MVPs of the family. I wonder what their relationship with Cody is. That's not really, like, public, but I could see them kind of siding with Garrison and Gabriel. All the wives were in one place, but Cody and Robyn seemed to stay in the background, and they were not in a big family photo that was taken, but David was. We saw Robyn in a video holding a child in the background. I think maybe it was Mykelti's daughter Avalon, and Cody is seen here like giving one of Mykelti's boys a bottle. So yeah, he was just kind of like in the back, but he showed up, and showing up is important. Despite Robyn and her kids were not part of the clique, and for a long time actually Mykelti was not either, and that's the reason why Mykelti was so close to Robyn. They were kind of like the outsiders banding together and bonding. So Mykelti also said that Janelle had texted her asking her not to react to the fight between her and Cody that aired in episode 3. So that's what she did. She respected that, and even said that she shouldn't have even seen it. Her face just said it all. She was shocked. Overall, I feel like Mykelti's Patreon does offer a lot of great behind-the-scenes info. Mykelti looks amazing, by the way. The best she's ever looked after 3 kids. And it's also making me really like Tony. So there's that. Alright guys, don't miss my recaps of Sister Wives Season 18, all episodes. And I will be back with more updates because, like, I can't keep up lately. There's so much going on. Alright guys, have a great night. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more Sister Wives updates. Bye!
He now keeps saying Christine and I asked to be in the family, and Robyn was invited. Somehow because Christine and I asked, we deserve less, we should be happy with what we got.
In the teaser for Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 4, Cody goes back in time and says that the wives agreed to something called sacred loneliness. And basically, Janelle and Christine should have been happy with what they got. Oh my. The Christine and Janelle smear campaign is going full force for Cody. He's saying that when you're a plural wife in a plural marriage, you get less time and less emotional needs met, and that's sacred, so it's fine. Just because you put the word sacred before the word loneliness, that doesn't make it okay. Like, hello? Christine is just laughing her head off at this point. She's been laughing a lot this season, more than any other season. She's so over it and does not remember that actually being like a real thing that was discussed at the time. And Robin says, oh, store to try things on. She also wants an industrial vibe. Cody's visiting Janelle's new super nice apartment with the nice kitchen. Cody says that he's asked Janelle to reconcile, and she just said, not really. He thinks it's possible that he's excited for her not to want to reconcile, but he's not sure or doesn't want to say it on camera. Cody, however, did start to step up for Savannah. He says their relationship is sweet. And Janelle's like, when he walks through the door, her reaction is like, ugh, oh, he's here, better get up. She tells him this is probably the best place she's had in Flagstaff so far, and it looks really good. Cody then goes on a tangent about how his wives were always like, pick me, do something for me. He said it doesn't feel like he'll be living here with her, and there's no room for him, and he says he doesn't even know why she's showing me this, except, oh yeah, our daughter lives here. So we learn that Janelle's new apartment is now bigger than the plans she has for her house on Coyote Pass, which they call a casita. It's like a garage with like a little apartment on top. They talk about how Cody thinks the casita should be bigger, but like, who else is shocked that she even wants to build anything on Coyote Pass? I mean, me? What? She's still building on Coyote Pass? She says that this will be her estate and that she has to show for something for all these years, but she has no idea if Cody will build, and she says there's a thing called a high fence that we can put in between. Imagine Cody and Robin's house and Janelle's house with a huge fence in between. Like, what a sad sight, honestly. And in the apartment, the whole situation is just awkward, and they quickly run out of things to talk about. They just say, like, that's cool, that's really cool. He talks about how the countertops look different, and Cody's like, I'm not even welcomed here, I think. Janelle's like, you know what, this apartment's dog friendly. I mean, I thought for sure they were going to switch to talking about the weather at one point. It was so painful. Cody says, I have a whole life outside of Janelle and Savannah, but I don't talk about that with them. Janelle says, and moving the business up there. Downsizing in Flagstaff, whatever that means. I don't know if she actually, to this day, has a rental or something in Flagstaff, or if she's just now fully in Utah. Robin is double checking, is this still your home? And she's just really wanting Mary to still want to be in Flagstaff. Mary says yes, but she's just gonna spend longer stretches of time in Utah, you know? So Robin just confides that she is now feeling very unsteady. Cody is different, everything is different, and she says that really the most steady thing is her relationship with Mary, although Mary said that Robin doesn't even call or text her much. So, you know, Mary wants to be around people who want to be around her, and who could blame her? Robin is like, let's not give up, okay? Robin says, you know what, Robin, just call Mary once in a while then, if you want her to stay. Like, what are you talking about? Back to Janelle and Christine now at the Red Restaurant. Janelle says that she recently saw Nancy, their old therapist. Do you guys remember Nancy? I mean, nothing Nancy did worked. Let's just say that she was Christine and Cody's counselor, failed marriage there. She was Mary and Cody's counselor, failed marriage there. Every relationship Nancy counseled for the Browns fell apart. So, I mean, the track record is bad here, but Janelle saw Nancy anyway. And Janelle says, you know, what's happened is I'm growing and I need something different. I don't want to be married anymore. So she's kind of like in between two worlds of, you know, wanting to not be married to Cody anymore, but I think part of her still likes him, so it's weird. You know, so next, the kids are, well, I should say Cody and Robin's kids are going to Coyote Pass to use the mini bikes they got for Christmas that Cody did not get the other kids. Of course, you know, he only got them for Robin's children. Aurora's on a four-wheeler. They're riding around the deer pond where there's no her taxes. Notice she's not saying the family's taxes. She's doing her own. So maybe Cody and Robin got their own accountant now. But she got her highlighters ready. But just like all of us, she's procrastinating on that. She says, "It's tax prep weekend for me, ready to get my stuff prepped for my accountant." And yes, I love highlighters for paperwork. But the interesting phenomenon is, as soon as I begin this task, all of a sudden, the closet clean out, cleaning projects, and room organizing that haven't been on the priority list become urgent and interesting. Same girl, same. We are all on the procrastination bandwagon. So this month, Janelle was also at Gwen's wedding in Flagstaff. Most of her kids were there except for her two girls, Maddie and Savannah. But she did see Maddie and Savannah because we know that Janelle had to go get Savannah from Maddie in North Carolina and bring her all the way home. And we also saw Janelle and Maddie go live to discuss how Janelle thinks her phone is listening to her, because when they were talking about something, she got a coupon for it on her phone randomly. This was like a Janelle conspiracy theory mode live. It was short, but it was highly entertaining. And, you know, they probably do listen to us. Like, let's not lie. And also, we potentially got a first look at Gabriel's new girlfriend, unless I'm totally spacing out, but I don't think I've seen this girl before. Anyways, there is a girl in this picture sitting on Gabriel's lap, and Gabriel was here hanging out with Hunter and Logan and some friends. And now, let's go to Mary. Mary mentioned on Fridays with Friends that she's probably going to New York soon. She also recently went to her parents' gravesite and shared her feelings with Instagram, which was sad. She said, "Quick pit stop on today's travels. Miss these two amazing humans. Miss their wisdom, their laughter, their love. Nothing feels as lonely some days as when you don't have mom and dad with you. Nothing can replace them. So many sweet memories of them will live on, and hopefully I can share a small spark of their light with the world." Mary also posted something. News alert! It's official! Christine and David are engaged and getting married probably pretty soon, guys, after dating for an estimated 6 months. And she's started planning, apparently. So the announcements came with a People magazine article and an official TLC announcement. And maybe slight shade towards Cody, probably, maybe. Christine said, "David treats me like a queen and tells me I'm beautiful every day. I've never been in love like this before, and the world seems like a brighter place with him in it. I'm so excited for the wonderful adventure we are going to embark on for the rest of our lives." And cue the multiple mentions about how he is the love of her life. And basically, Cody was not. I mean, is that slight shade? I mean, the whole never been in love like this before. Remember when Cody said at the tell-all that men probably won't like the fact that she's left a good man or something like that? Well, who's laughing now? Who is laughing now? Just saying. David even posted on his Instagram and said, "Every day when I look at you, I can't believe I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I have you. You are the most loving and caring person I have ever met." Christine is so in love with David. She's even writing about it on Washroom Mirrors. I mean, I'm literally serious. This is from David's Instagram. So they're definitely in that honeymoon phase still. And side note about David, his profile picture on Instagram is kind of giving me creepy vibes for some reason. He looks so much better in all the other pictures. Don't you guys think? Like, message to David, change your profile picture, please. And it looks like they will be getting married sooner than later. Literally a day after announcing their engagement, Christine is already looking for wedding vendors in Utah, which kind of tells me, like, you know, she's in a hurry, or they're in a hurry to get it done. She said, "We don't always get second chances in life. I'm blessed to have found mine, to have found my happily ever after. It's time to plan a wedding. I'm asking for any Utah locals for help. Our wedding cake, flowers agreed with me. But I mean, now that more of the wives left, the poor graphic designer at TLC that has to figure this out, like, how do they do the group shot? Well, apparently in a rainbow shape with broken glass cracks everywhere. I guess this is a metaphor, but it really looks like a horror movie poster, like all the cracks and everything. It's a mess. Robin is, in her picture, looking far away somewhere like she's daydreaming about her porch with her sister wives and grandkids. That's never gonna happen, you know? I don't know, but why couldn't she be looking somewhere even remotely close to the camera? Also, these look awfully familiar, almost like they're recycled pictures from last season, because they probably were not into getting together for another photo shoot or something like that. I don't know. The new teaser, I guess teaser part 2, needs to also be broken down because they released it, and historically the teaser basically shows us the big moments. There's rarely been like huge surprises with these teasers. Typically, it looks like some of the season is taking place around Christmas, but I mean, is it last Christmas? It cannot be Christmas 2021 or I will freak out. And still no David in the teasers yet. The new trailer that they just released starts with Christine basically saying point blank that she left because Cody had favorites. No one is surprised by this, but I'm surprised that it sounded like she said favorites, like plural. Who is the other favorite? I feel like she still meant only Robin. Maybe that was like just kind of like a slip, but anyways, just something I noticed. Mary says that she heard Cody refer to her as a friend. Like, Mary at this point is still holding on for some reason, grasping at anything at this point, and I cannot wait until the moment on the show where we don't need to watch these moments and she just wakes up and gets the heck away from Cody. He does not deserve you, Mary. And the confessionals, there were mixed reactions in the room, if you remember. Some people hugged Robin, actually. Christine did. She loves kids, so it makes sense. But Janelle was in the background, just kind of like looking around awkwardly. She absolutely did not run up or even show emotion in that moment, which was very telling of their relationship. Robin was actually very hurt by this. Very weird to watch a pregnancy announcement where people seem like not stereotypically like happy, like yay, a baby. It was not like that. Next, let's move on to My Sister Wives Closet and that debacle, because that's fun. This was like circa 2015, and yes, at one point the family was actually trying to make Robin's vision a reality, and Robin kept accusing everyone of not trying hard enough. So Janelle, I think, always thought it was stupid. She basically had said that she didn't think the business would support more than a few people, so that she didn't know why she was giving her time, and that she probably should just focus on real estate instead. Robin was so offended that the wives were considering My Sister Wives Closet a hobby. Then when they did this cringe presentation in front of investors, Janelle was completely embarrassed by the whole thing and how unprepared they were, and she basically said, like, we looked stupid. Janelle is clearly not a fan of My Sister Wives Closet, neither was Christine, but it definitely kind of didn't help the relationship with Robin. When Mary and Cody announced that they were getting divorced so that Cody and Robin could get married, Janelle's reaction was not positive at the time either. It was kind of like when Robin announced she was pregnant. to the point where Cody met up with her afterwards to talk about it. And she said, she was worried about a change in dynamic and that she's probably irrational, but that she was just worried about it. She did not buy into what they were selling. And a lot of fans say, she kind of predicted what was going to happen because there was kind of a change in dynamic. In the earlier seasons, because Mary was wife number one, the only one with the legal marriage, I feel like Beyonce B tied the knot in Flagstaff this weekend. A friend had posted a video of them taking a wedding shot, and Mary posted a picture of her and Leo dressed up and said something like, "Best part of the day for me," or something. So I'm sure we'll see more pictures from the family soon, but yes, by all appearances, seems like Gwen may well be a married woman now, so congratulations to Gwendolyn. And in more wedding news, yes, there's a lot of wedding news. Christine and Cody now have something else in common too, because photos were posted and Christine seems to have officiated a wedding recently. I bet her dancing at the reception was a lot better than whatever Cody's dance moves were at his friend's wedding, just saying. And Christine was also spotted wedding dress shopping. So it seems like her wedding will be happening just fast and furious as well. I predict in the next month or something. Christine and David are also, of course, continuing to work on their brand new, amazing house. They're getting work done on their backyard to make it fun for their grandkids. And now they added some cute details to their concrete driveway, and Christine just loves it so much she had to post on Instagram. So also, Christine spent the 4th of July with David, her girls, and grandkids. She says they were actually able to see the fireworks from her balcony. And Peyton and Gwen were MIA. Actually, Peyton's been MIA a lot, so don't know what's going on there. But she had said, "I hope everyone had an incredible Independence Day. My family and I enjoyed fireworks from my balcony. We could see the entire valley lighting up." Hashtag July 4th, 2023. And Mary, who I personally think is really being treated unfairly by Cody to the extreme. I don't know, I really feel like Mary gave Cody too many chances. Let's remember, she was the first wife and helped him get all these wives, and now he seems to have completely turned on her, and especially in his confessionals. And he's just been brutal. Anyways, Mary's just trying to empower herself again with her friends. Inspiration. So I hope you enjoyed my very quick update because I just saw this, guys. I had to make a quick video about Christine Brown's and David Woolley's wedding. Stick around because I have much more content coming up with the new episode and some stuff. So stick around, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys!
And I'm like, please say the right thing. Please give her something to hang on to.
Let's take a look at the Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 8 teasers that just dropped. And the first one is shocking. You won't even believe it. Things are getting weird over here. So Mary finally gets the nerve to tell Cody she's downsizing her residence in Flagstaff and moving her clothing business to Utah. She's super nervous because she suspects that Cody won't care, and Robin's in the background just hoping and wishing Cody doesn't mess this up and show how little he cares for Mary. So it's awkward. Cody's response to Mary is, "Cool. That's good, right?" And Robin looks like she did not like the way he just said that so nonchalantly. She cries in her confessional saying, "Please, Cody, give her something to hold on to." I mean, even if there's nothing to hold on to, though, the fact that Robin basically wants Cody to give Mary breadcrumbs of hope so she'll stick around just... it makes me sick. It's terrible. Mary got a divorce for you, Robin. The least you could do is be real with her and let her know the real deal. Or as Robin would say it, the real deal. But that's not all. In an unexpected twist, Mary notices something on Cody's hand that she can just not bring up. So remember that the family used to wear Claddagh rings, and this was their whole thing, and she tells him, "Sorry, I'm distracted by your ring. That's a different ring." And things get tense. I don't think anyone expected her to say that. Robin says, "That's a cool ring, right?" It's awkward, and so I don't know where that's even coming from. Let's go to the next teaser. This run is from today. So in this one, Christine says that she's nervous about dating again and not ready. But I mean, she's not that nervous because she hired a matchmaker. You don't hire a matchmaker if you're not ready, but here we are. She says she wants a bald man with tattoos driving motorcycles. She just wants Cody's complete opposite. And by the way, she did get bald, but not sure if David has tattoos or a motorcycle. He might. Christine says that she's done with polygamy and she's going for monogamous this time, which is very clear. But someone, I think Mitch in the scene, asks her, "Have you concluded that polygamy doesn't work?" But she doesn't really want to say it doesn't work because her kids are from polygamy, so she doesn't want to say it. In the next teaser, number 3, this one is from E. Cody invents some new term saying plural monogamy is a thing, and that's what they're actually living because they're only concerned about what's happening in their own home, Janelle and Robin. So they don't want to function as like living together and don't basically care about each other, basically. So it kind of sounds like Cody, in this weird way, saying, you guys aren't good enough to live polygamy. I don't know. This whole term seems to be invented unless you guys know that it's actually a real thing. Janelle says she's just not sure their marriage can be saved, and Cody never once says that he really wants it to work or anything like that. I'm just not feeling the enthusiasm. He just kind of seems like, oh, okay then. This one, and this is the last one, is from E as well. Mary expands on her idea to bring her clothing business, I guess probably LuLaRoe, but she doesn't say LuLaRoe, to the B&B, which would mean less time spent in Flagstaff. She confides in her friend Jen, the one that she does her Instagram lives with. I don't know if this is Jen's first time officially on the show, like with a scene, but she kind of does look nervous. Mary's nervous about how Robin will react. She thinks to ask him about symptoms, but forgot that it was his birthday. All in all, don't understand why Cody isn't more attentive to his relationships with his older children. I mean, they're amazing. It was hard to see them not understand each other at all. Another son that Cody is kind of feuding with is Garrison, Janelle's other son, who also had a lot to say about the rules. Garrison argued that he also wanted to have a social life, during the pandemic, and Cody insisted that he should move out. But Janelle wanted him to stay home so he could save for a house, which is totally understandable. Any mom would do that. Garrison actually did buy a house in Arizona. He's a homeowner of a 4-bedroom and 2-bathroom home. So I guess Janelle kind of won in this case. Cody said at the reunion that he is still angry at the boys. He said, "We need therapy. I've gotten to the point where I'm so angry about what happened that we're not communicating, and I think they are too." Yeah, maybe a little bit of therapy would be helpful. I just honestly, can't we all get along? I mean, some of these feuds are so historical to the family, they're long-standing, but kind of interesting to talk about. So I appreciate you guys watching the whole way through, and if you like this video, give it a like, and please subscribe to my channel for more Sister Wives content. Bye guys! Today, we're diving into the world of Sister Wives and their land, Coyote Pass. There are a million reasons why Coyote Pass is a broken dream for Cody, Mary, Janelle, and Robin. Let's take a closer look at the property itself and the controversies. The Brown family's move to Coyote Pass has been an ongoing storyline on the show. The property is a stunning 20-acre piece of land with breathtaking views of the mountains and valleys, a place where the Wives famously said they heard angels sing. Well, the angels are probably not singing anymore. Here are the many reasons why perhaps the Coyote Pass dream and the fantasy of it all is officially over. Janelle, the Coyote Pass certified #1 fan, seems to have thrown with the decision about her marriage. Then, Christine and Janelle head out on a road trip to Idaho. Why are they going to Idaho? I mean, why? Where? I don't, like a fun vacation or something like that? Also, I mean, is Mary still confused? I feel like she's been thinking about her marriage and what she was going to do for like 4 episodes at this point. End it, Mary. Put us out of our misery, please. Episode 14, called It's Always Darkest Before Dawn. So hopefully dawn comes. It says, Christine talks with her brothers about her newfound happiness and hopes to inspire Janelle, but Janelle won't let go of the past. No, Janelle's not there yet. At Coyote Pass, they go to Coyote Pass in episode 14. I thought they were never going to go back. Another sit down in Coyote Pass. Robin is devastated when she learns that this is finally the end of the road for Mary and Cody. Yes. This is the scene where Mary finally tells Cody and Robin freaks out, guys. This is like gonna be one for the books, I'm telling you. And Christine's brothers, have we ever seen her brothers before? This may be the first time that they film. I'm kind of curious to see what they say. Also, I'll have a new video out about some interesting podcasts and things that various family members have said recently. This is a new age thing. I mean, Madison and Cody were both on podcasts recently. Mykelti still is like spilling her guts on her Patreon, and it's kind of interesting. You know what I mean? So I have stuff to report, updates about that. That will be coming up. Thank you so much for watching my teaser analysis for Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 13. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.
For our anniversary, I just said, well, I'm watching the kids. I needed a minute to, think. I needed a reason to be able to say no in the event I just didn't think it was the right thing for me.
Her to ask or call her. There were also fans who thought that Gwendolyn kind of low-key shaded Christine in a video about her parenting a little while ago. Anyways, how many feuds can one family have? We don't know why Gwen didn't go. I'm sure she'll reveal it. But having 18 kids with 18 personalities is definitely messy. OK Magazine said that a publication is claiming that Mary actually does not have an Arizona address, even though she told Robin and Cody, remember, that she would get one to keep in touch or whatever. Apparently, they're saying that Mary's only address listed is the BNB. If that's true, I hope that's right. You all know how I feel about the Mary and Robin toxic relationship and how I'm upset about it. And in more wedding news, a ton of wedding pictures came out, guys. And one thing that was confirmed is that Isabel actually does have a boyfriend. This was soft launched on Instagram. And also Mykelti kind of confirmed it too on her Patreon. So Cat's out of the bag. Isabel is in a relationship. And they look really cute together, honestly. And there were other couples there at the wedding. There was Hunter and Audrey, and Mykelti also said that, maybe they'll be the next ones to get married. And there was Logan and Michelle, and I don't know, I guess they're all growing up, getting married. I didn't see Gabriel's girlfriend with him, so I don't know what's happening with that one. I mean, people break up, so maybe they did. I don't know really what's going on there. But everyone looked really happy. Mykelti said that they all had to wear fall colors, so they had very fallish dresses like burnt orange and things like that. And it was just like, it seemed like a very lovely event. Alright guys, so thanks for listening the whole way through. If you like this video, like it, and don't forget to subscribe. I have so much more content on Sister Wives coming up, including Season 9 full recap coming through soon. Bye guys!
Why are you so weird?
I'm the weird one? I'm trying to get Mary to tell Cody that
Sure. Number 4, Christine said that before Robin, she wasn't really ever jealous as much. She didn't mind when Cody was with the other wives. She liked it when he was with her too. And Cody was way more fair with his time back then. It's afterwards that, and she says he did go to her house on her nights, but after 6 p.m., but that's not the whole day. And they would see his car at Robin's house in the cul-de-sac. So really, Christine got only 12 hours of her full day. And Christine would get so mad in the cul-de-sac because let's say it was a Saturday on her day and he's not working, so why wasn't he with her the whole day? Why is his car at Robin's? It would drive anyone crazy. Number 5, Christine confirmed again that the straw that broke the camel's back for her was the fact that he didn't come to Isabel's surgery, which was major because he said he couldn't leave his family for that long, and Isabel saw that and said, "Aren't we not his family? Like, aren't I his family?" She couldn't really, it was very hurtful, so that was the last straw. Number 6, and then Christine opened up about intimacy with Cody. We've never heard anything about this in public ever because historically this was off limits with them on the show. Whenever a fan or anyone asked them anything about it, they would never answer this. And we learned in this interview that basically, for those who wanted to know, that Christine and Cody were intimate roughly like 5 times a year before Cody said he's just not that interested in doing that anymore. That's like once every few months, just to give an average or something, which I thought is interesting, you know? I mean, that's not a lot. Number 7. Christine's response to Robin wanting an off-camera conversation to let her know they want them to be happy. I mean, this was from the last part of the tell-all. Christine saw that and says, "Oh, Robin wants us to go, 'Your Majesty, you may have him now.'" And it's never going to happen, guys. It's never going to happen. There's just no way. Heather McDonald, I love that podcast. And I also love Sister Wives. And I'll just say, Heather's a better interviewer than Suki by a mile, by a long shot, not even comparable. And you know how on the show, the wives never ever open up about intimacy, let's say. Well, Christine went there and revealed more than I ever anticipated she would about what was going on between her and Cody in the bedroom. Yes, it's crazy. Love this interview, and here are my top 8 revelations from Christine's interview with Juicy Scoop. Number 1, Christine says that her mom didn't want her to be in plural marriage, but she actually only found that out after she left Cody. Her mom, as some of you know, had left polygamy when Christine was 19, but she always seemed supportive of Christine's relationship, her being wife number 3 to Cody, until Christine left. And then her mom was like, "Well, actually, I was heartbroken when you married Cody and didn't think that you would thrive in it at all," basically. So she was against it, but Christine did not know this until recently. Number 2, Christine says that she and David had a conversation that morning of the interview about the fact that it's weird how Cody can't admit that he used to love Christine for some reason, but clearly he did. Instead of saying, "I was a bad husband," and taking some ownership, he's fixated at saying, "I never loved her anyway." Christine says that she feels like he did love her, so it's just kind of weird. And fans agree. Number 3, Robin kept referring to couples in the family, as in she told Christine, you and Cody are a couple, and Cody and I are a couple. And Christine apparently told her at the time, no, we're not couples. We're actually a family. It's like a different dynamic. So I guess Robin saw things differently from the jump. Christine saw her role as basically trying to make everyone happy in the family and not as a couple per se. Actually, she said that her role as her wife for her was secondary. It was about the big picture. Christine, she had fun on the birthday date with Cody, but it felt like being with a friend. And then he dropped her off and he went home, and she didn't hear from him in 2 weeks. And Christine is shocked. She says, he drove off to Robin's house? Janelle feels like Christine is thinking, poor you, and she doesn't like that vibe. She kind of wants Christine to know that, yeah, she's really done, but Christine's not really buying it yet. They may want to do a family reunion with Mary and Robin, and Mary says, yeah, I think I would be up for that, just to get the kids together. Robin is like, it's asking for trouble and fights. Cody says that he doesn't want one with Christine at this point. So in this context, it's really Robin and Cody not wanting the family together, which is weird because when they talk, it's like that's the ultimate goal, to have the family together, but they're not willing to have the family together. It's very confusing. They're contradicting themselves, really. Robin says that Aurora's talking to a boy like she's 12 or something, but she's 20, and Aurora kind of like blushes and says they're talking. Mary's like, is all you do with him talk? And they laugh, and we learn that he's a college boy. He's from out of state, but moved down for college. And Robin says that he feels like he's a nice kid. Mary says, I was married at your age. She says that she was married just after she was 19. She was a baby. And Mary used to say that she regretted not taking more time to get to know who she was, because really, 19, that's insane. Mary tells Robin that she signed a contract with the house where she's at to stay longer, and Robin is stressed out that she's just trying to trust what Mary's saying. She wants to believe that Mary's going to stay for the long haul or whatever, but Cody says Mary has little involvement with them and the kids. I think she should move on. Like, this is the second time he's kind of said it. Robin says, I'm glad I came and it was good to catch up. And Mary says that any family experiences I have, I will take. Mary's out here just trying so hard, cherishing the moments she gets with the family, and they're basically giving her her trailer. If you liked Gabriel then, you'll really like him now, because he seems to be really stepping up to the plate for his mom. And also worth mentioning, Garrison's usually there too, helping, but Garrison's actually traveling in Italy at the moment. He went to Rome and saw the Colosseum. So he's on, like, I don't know if it's a solo trip or what. Janelle gave an update on her trailer and said, the trailer is ready to go for the summer. Yes, it took a few weeks. Some of it was finding the time to break away and drive up there. Even though once I hit the road, I'm always glad I did. Some of it is the self-doubt that still creeps in and tells me I'm crazy for breaking out of my routine and trying something really outside my box. Telling myself that it's hard, it's so much easier to stay here and to do the same old, but there is so much waiting for us when we step out. I wonder why we overthink and overworry the things designed to bring joy and offer even more empowerment. Tawanda. She's been saying Tawanda a lot. It's like live life to the fullest type of situation. All right, so good for Janelle. Very excited for her. Meanwhile, Christine went to Disneyland in California again with David, Truly, and Isabel, and they looked like they had fun family time there. She said, had a blast in California Adventure and Disneyland. Club 33 was awesome. Let me know what Club 33 is. I have no idea. Christine was just in California, though, like a month ago, so she's repeating the trip, I guess. Last time she went to Universal Studios, so interesting that she's back a few weeks later, but this time with Isabel. Anyways, Fan did have a lot to say about 13-year-old Truly, and how she was kind of leaning away from David in a picture and looked bored in another picture. But I think people forget that Truly is 13, and you know, teenagers all act like all sorts of ways in all sorts of moods all the time, so... And also, yeah, like, I am sure she's adjusting to having a new father figure in her life, like a stepdad, and also in the public. So everything's like Janelle cheated him out of contact with his family, and that she was lazy about the rules. He angrily kind of gets up, puts his jacket on, and pours himself water, then like throws his cup away or whatever. Then Janelle says, well, she starts to swear, and then yeah, there's a lot of pointing going on. It gets really bad. There's a lot of finger pointing. At one point, they're both pointing at each other, and then Cody kind of leaves, and Janelle's still swearing, and it all ends with Cody storming out. So, there's that. I feel like, I don't know, like, are the teasers, like, almost the whole episode? Because what is left? I feel like I just watched, like, so many teasers. Now, let's get to, I guess, episode 4, which the description just dropped, and episode 4 is going to be called A Deal with the Devil. And it says, Cody confides in a friend who has also gone through a polygamous divorce, and he contemplates giving up on plural marriage. While Janelle is still reeling from the huge fight she had with Cody, the family once again celebrates Christmas separately. And yes, actually, it's true, because in December 2021, I actually made a video, and I noted that Hunter was visiting Janelle, and they were like playing games at her apartment, and I did not see them kind of all together as a family, and I was kind of like, that was kind of like a red flag. So there's that. Alright guys, so that's a lot. I hope you guys tune in to episode 3 coming up, and that you enjoyed all the teaser action. So definitely don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more Sister Wives content. There's just like a lot going on with Sister Wives right now. Alright guys, bye!
He plays nice while stabbing you in the back. The evil thoughts I had about you, you know, like, you know, but I was just like,
I have some spoilers about Sister Wives season 18, episode 2 and episode 3, and then there was a secret wedding, and we need to talk about it. This is a Sister Wives update for August 2023, part 2. So let's start with the teasers. TLC is just dropping, probably. Hooray! We know that she was seen with moving trucks in Utah and that she probably relocated there, but we don't really know the full story on this, so it'll be interesting about how that plays out. And I think, I mean, from other spoilers, Robin is not going to react well to this, so we need to stay tuned, and I'll be back with a recap for this one, Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 5. Bye, guys!
I'm stuck. Financially, I have nothing. Christine had the house, I have nothing. My name is on property with everybody else. Probably nobody will cooperate now and play ball. FF.
This is my recap and reaction to Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 4. The episode is called A Deal with the Devil. In this episode, Cody says he feels like running away, Janelle cries about her finances, and Mary says Cody regrets marrying her. It's the most depressing Christmas ever. It's raining and gloomy in Flagstaff, and it's the aftermath of the shut the F up fight between Janelle and Cody from last week. Janelle thinks Cody's trying to get rid of her. She's super depressed about it and cries to the camera about how she's stuck financially and that she has nothing. She says, I am 50 and I can't do my own thing. She's tied up with the family for Coyote Pass and she doesn't think they'll play ball. Cody says that he's mad as hell and that Janelle's the mean one. Oh yeah, Janelle's the mean one. I'll just say it. The fact that Janelle has nothing financially, yet is the one who worked from 6 a.m. to God knows when for years when they were in Utah, and Robin, who has never worked, is sitting pretty in her $1 million home with her freaking Charles Dickens Christmas houses, is beyond a travesty. They better give Janelle what she's owed. That was such an irritating... I can't believe it. A real moment for Janelle, although a bit too zoomed in, but I really felt sure. Number 4, Christine said that before Robin, she wasn't really ever jealous as much. She didn't mind when Cody was with the other wives. She liked it when he was with her too. And Cody was way more fair with his time back then. It's afterwards that, and she says he did go to her house on her nights, but after 6 p.m., but that's not the whole day. And they would see his car at Robin's house in the cul-de-sac. So really, Christine got only 12 hours of her full day. And Christine would get so mad in the cul-de-sac because let's say it was a Saturday on her day and he's not working, so why wasn't he with her the whole day? Why is his car at Robin's? It would drive anyone crazy. Number 5, Christine confirmed again that the straw that broke the camel's back for her was the fact that he didn't come to Isabel's surgery, which was major because he said he couldn't leave his family for that long, and Isabel saw that and said, "Aren't we not his family? Like, aren't I his family?" She couldn't really, it was very hurtful, so that was the last straw. Number 6, and then Christine opened up about intimacy with Cody. We've never heard anything about this in public ever because historically this was off limits with them on the show. Whenever a fan or anyone asked them anything about it, they would never answer this. And we learn in this interview that basically, for those who wanted to know, that Christine and Cody were intimate roughly like 5 times a year before Cody said he's just not that interested in doing that anymore. That's like once every few months, just to give an average or something, which I thought is interesting, you know? I mean, that's not a lot. Number 7. Christine's response to Robin wanting an off-camera conversation to let her know they want them to be happy. I mean, this was from the last part of the tell-all. Christine saw that and says, "Oh, Robin wants us to go, 'Your Majesty, you may have him now.'" And it's never going to happen, guys. It's never going to happen. There's just no way. Sure. Number 4, Christine said that before Robin, she wasn't really ever jealous as much. She didn't mind when Cody was with the other wives. She liked it when he was with her too. And Cody was way more fair with his time back then. It's afterwards that, and she says he did go to her house on her nights, but after 6 p.m., but that's not the whole day. And they would see his car at Robin's house in the cul-de-sac. So really, Christine got only 12 hours of her full day. And Christine would get so mad in the cul-de-sac because let's say it was a Saturday on her day and he's not working, so why wasn't he with her the whole day? Why is his car at Robin's? It would drive anyone crazy. Number 5, Christine confirmed again that the straw that broke the camel's back for her was the fact that he didn't come to Isabel's surgery, which was major because he said he couldn't leave his family for that long, and Isabel saw that and said, "Aren't we not his family? Like, aren't I his family?" She couldn't really, it was very hurtful, so that was the last straw. Number 6, and then Christine opened up about intimacy with Cody. We've never heard anything about this in public ever because historically this was off limits with them on the show. Whenever a fan or anyone asked them anything about it, they would never answer this. And we learn in this interview that basically, for those who wanted to know, that Christine and Cody were intimate roughly like 5 times a year before Cody said he's just not that interested in doing that anymore. That's like once every few months, just to give an average or something, which I thought is interesting, you know? I mean, that's not a lot. Number 7, Christine's response to Robin wanting an off-camera conversation to let her know they want them to be happy. I mean, this was from the last part of the tell-all. Christine saw that and says, "Oh, Robin wants us to go, 'Your Majesty, you may have him now.'" And it's never going to happen, guys. It's never going to happen. There's just no way.
And in their covenant that if he didn't love her, he would let her go. Mary's like, what the heck was the agreement for me? And she says he did not care enough for me as a human being to let me know. And I know a lot of people will say, well, it was pretty obvious that Cody felt like that, but I also get that she was looking to hold on and honor her vows, and she just didn't see things like we all did. She still was holding on, and
Sons are still not talking to Cody, and the divided family may celebrate another holiday separately. A discussion about Christmas blows up into the worst fight Janelle and Cody have ever had. So looks like we're finally gonna make it to Christmas 2021. Yay! We're moving up in time. Now, let's get to a secret wedding update. In Touch published a story recently about a secret wedding that may have happened last year in 2022 for one of the kids. So the article said, Sister Wives star Leon Brown secretly married their longtime partner Audrey Chris. In Touch can confirm. Leon and Audrey tied the knot nearly 1 year ago on October 29th, 2022, according to the marriage certificate obtained by In Touch. The pair got married at a courthouse in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Honestly, I was not surprised to see this. It makes a lot of sense to me. They've just been engaged for a long time. And with all the family turmoil, they probably were like, yeah, let's just get married and not make it a big thing. This would have also been close to when her brother Logan got married. So congratulations to Audrey and Leon. I guess not much is known about the wedding. It's not even confirmed by them officially. Not sure if Mary was even there or like if anyone else was there. What we do know is that Leon likes to hang out at the park in the evening. She said in her most recent post, "An evening at the park. It's weird to remember myself at 14 and then try to give them what they needed. A can of soda, writing love letters to people who don't know me anymore, crying to music that makes me feel something, watching the sun actually set, sweet reminders to breathe by actually stopping to smell the flowers. Evenings in the park seem to do that to me." So some self-reflection there from Leon. So Leon and Audrey thriving in Colorado with their dogs and friends seems like. Leon did make an appearance at Gwendolyn's wedding recently and reunited with Mary there. Mary was super happy to see them. And that's that. I think Leon's doing well. All right. Thank you so much for watching the whole way through. That's my opinion. Just because she tends to show her emotions during family sit-downs or get-together the most likely to make a face. The article said that Madison also talked about how their family show had become volatile and that Cody had cut them off completely. So that is sad. I don't really get that. I don't understand that because, I just don't. Sounds completely chaotic. And honestly, I'm not surprised they were talking about family drama in the slightest. I would have been shocked if they didn't talk about the family drama at dinner in Nashville. But I feel kind of bad that an eavesdropper spilled the beans and now we're all talking about it. But I guess it is what it is. Number 3. Someone on Reddit said that they actually met Aspen at Kendra Scott, and as expected, she was lovely. The person said, I'm visiting Salt Lake City, walked into Kendra Scott at City Creek Mall, and she was there. I gasped and introduced myself. We chatted for a good 20 minutes. She is so kind and beautiful. Didn't ask for a pic because I felt so awkward, but wow, she's so sweet. Number 4. Someone took a picture with Christine wedding dress shopping, guys. She was there with her mom, her daughters, and I'm assuming a film crew. I mean, that's a moment they need to capture. The person who posted the picture said, "Talk about a beautiful bride-to-be. Wedding dress shopping was fun and fabulous. Love you, sis. And I sure love these 2 mamas of ours, too." So this could be like a friend of Christine. And she got 30 likes on that post at best, I believe. I mean, if I take a picture with Christine, I need more likes than that. I mean, come on. And number 5, Christine is so famous that now she gets notes from the stewardesses on the airplane. She posted this picture of a note that someone left her recently, and it was so sweet. It said, "Mrs. Brown, soon to be Mrs. Woolley. Thank you so much for flying Delta. It was nice to meet you and David. Thank you for showing girls everywhere that we all deserve our prince and to be happy." I mean, so nice. And that's it for my roundup of 5 behind the scenes Sister Wives staying. So what are my alternative options? So innocently enough, but cue the comments saying, "You left Tony with all 3 babies? You left your babies?" Anyways, mommy shaming is so alive and well on Instagram, and I kind of hate it, I have to say. Like, let her live, people. And Christine and Janelle were also cover girls this month for none other than People magazine. I mean, that's a big deal. The only wives on the cover, so just pointing that out. Can you imagine what Mary and Robin thought, like going in the grocery store, seeing them on the cover? It just looks to me like People magazine has taken a stand and clearly has designated Christine and Janelle as the stars of the show. Key moments from the video interview for me were that Janelle ended up saying she's open to polygamy again, and that apparently there were multiple times where Janelle had separated from Cody for a moment. So she said 3 times. I only knew about 1. What information had they been withholding from the fans? I knew about the time she had stayed back and didn't move with them to Lehi, Utah, and that was it. Like, unless I missed something. They also did a Zoom interview with Cody where Cody says he is done with polygamy for many reasons. And he did sort of express regret a little bit. And surprise, surprise, Cody is expressing regret. Yes, regret. So he says that he thinks about moments where maybe if he said something different, it could have changed things. I think that's accurate. In my opinion, Cody took every opportunity to just say the wrong thing, you know? So there's that. And Gwendolyn, Christine's daughter, didn't join the European trip, but she actually did go to Europe this month. She just went on her honeymoon and she went in Italy. So they went to the Vatican and saw all the sights there. The Browns are having all sorts of European vacations, by the way. Garrison was just in Italy too, believe it or not. Why do I feel like everyone's going to Europe this summer? But I digress. Janelle, meanwhile, is doing Janelle things and prepping what Janelle means by local-ish. I mean, ish, but still far away. The article said, all signs point to the fact that Hunter may have, in fact, moved back to Las Vegas. In a recent Instagram post from his brother Logan's wedding, it was noted in the comments by his girlfriend's sister that they were the hottest new couple in Vegas. A quick search also shows that Hunter is working as a nurse within the Valley healthcare system. Go figure. But he's in good company in Vegas, though, because Logan and his wife Michelle are there as well. So he has family there. Logan and Michelle are newly married. They have a new house, but otherwise, they kind of want a quiet life and their Instagram accounts are private. So All right, let's go to Maddie, Janelle, and Cody's oldest daughter. So we all know that Maddie still sells Plexus, just like her mom, Janelle. Maddie celebrated Limb Differences Month this month by sharing that her daughter, Evie, will be getting a new prosthetic soon. So seems like as she grows, she needs like new prosthetics. She also shared that thankfully Caleb's insurance covers the cost of the prosthetic because people had questions about cost apparently, and that they had no genetic cause to Evie's limb difference. And so for her to have kids that have the same condition, it would be like winning the lottery. The odds would be like very, very slim. I think it's great that Maddie is sharing her journey with all of us. Speaking of Evie, in a post, Maddie referred to her as Evie Love, which made friends freak out and question if she changed her middle name because it used to be Evie Cody, if you remember. I used to think Maddie was actually Cody's favorite back in the day. It just kind of seemed that way. So if there's a rift between Maddie and Cody, that would be really weird and also really sad. Now let's go to Gwendolyn, Christine's daughter. Lately, she actually went to Cabo in Mexico on a vacation with her fiance Beatrice, and People magazine published an article about her most savage or controversial quotes from her reviewing season 17 of Sister Wives on her YouTube channel, because she is doing that. It's felt different. She says that, she's going to start fresh with Cody after the separation. She wants it to feel more like a couple. And we all know watching this that Cody treating Janelle like a real husband should ever again is a pipe dream at best. So now I'm thinking, probably not going to work. Cody denies that he's been at Robin's more before COVID. He says that he had a schedule and everything was intact. The next part of the conversation is actually really irritating to watch because it kind of seems like they're trying to make Christine seem like she did get great treatment from Cody and that she's crazy for thinking she didn't. Mary says that she recalls one time when Christine got tons of presents for Christmas from Cody, but he had gotten Mary anything. How rude is that? Why share this story though? Why are they making it seem like Christine didn't have a good reason to leave? Mary says that she has a secret. She says before Robin was in the picture, her relationship with Cody was a roller coaster, and he kept telling her, "I'm with you all the time. I see you more than all the other wives." So she kept track of when he was with her, and it was less than 1/3, so she was even more upset. And Robin says, "Oh, you know what? I have that same secret," but she only tracked how often Cody was with her for a 1-month period that everyone admits he was at Christine's more. Pretty selective time period to track, very convenient for this whole narrative, I'd say. What about the other times? What about the other times? Cody says that comparison is the death of joy. Then there's a long-winded clip showing Robin and Cody tried to explain that in Vegas, he was actually in an office at Robin's house or in her garage, which means he wasn't really at Robin's house all the time. Makes no sense. Robin even says, "My kids struggled like crazy," saying Cody wasn't around. Christine says that he'd come to her like her friend Jen, and she was back at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth, because, she probably needs positivity in California. She said, "Fun in the California sunshine? Yes, please." So, yes, is it just me, or are the wives at Disneyland a lot? She was recently there with actually one of her male friends even, but I don't think it's like that, no matter what the other bloggers say. I'm getting a total friend vibe, not like a new man vibe. But she had said, "This is me. This is how I choose to live and be. Situations and experiences may cause my life plans to shift," aka, obviously she probably means her separation. People come and go. There may be moments that cause me to pause, reflect, and pivot. The past year has been that for me, but I've recently been feeling a shift as I move forward through it all and towards something different. Details on the different have yet to fully unveil themselves to me. In due time, I'm sure. Until then, to me, that I am right now will continue to embrace this beautiful thing called life and will continue building and creating and serving. There is so much more to come. So yeah, Mary's pivoting, trying to find something like a new purpose, let's say, but good for Mary. And for anyone wondering, Leo seems to be doing well. I think, they still live in Colorado. In Colorado. Janelle has been on the go as usual as well. She visited the Salt Springs boating place with her sister, who seems to be one of her favorite travel partners, and she had said, "Fun day at Salt Springs run yesterday. I've never had the experience of going somewhere, anchoring a boat, and spending the day in and out of the water. So much fun and so relaxing. I slept so good last night." She also, of course, went to Epcot and Disney World with her sister. So yeah, Mary and Janelle both went to Disney. It's a whole thing. And she also came back home and saw the new Indiana Jones movie with Garrison and Gabriel. Now, let's talk about season 18 because the teaser...
I just watch you around. So, always have. I know.
Let's take a look at some teasers for Sister Wives season 18 episode 7. And I'm feeling like this is going to be a Robin heavy episode, guys. And my patience is wearing thin over here. The first teaser is from today, and Mary is finally telling Robin she's moving her clothing business to Utah. She's not saying she's fully moving to Utah, just her clothes, so shouldn't be such a big deal, right? Well, Mary looks super nervous, and she's kind of like breathing hard or something, saying it's just become so much to go back and forth from Utah to Flagstaff, as if she needs to explain anything to Robin, honestly. It's like she's at the principal's office or something. Mary says, "And so I'll be moving out of this house," and Robin's face immediately is not happy. It's hashtag confused and unhappy or something. Mary looks so uncomfortable, and I do not know how we got here. Mary was wife number 1. She should not be all tongue-tied and nervous telling Robin anything, but here we are. Mary says that she will be downsizing in Flagstaff, but still keeping a house here. And I was hoping this was not the case, by the way. And Robin says she's just double checking that this is still Mary's home and that she's still going to be here. Literally feel like Mary is still having a house in Flagstaff just to please Robin at this point. Robin, who doesn't even seem to let her sit inside her house these days. So what is happening? I honestly feel like this is selfish of Robin. If Mary was really my good friend, I would honestly tell her, get away and just live your life. Do not look back. This man is not treating you well. Robin is kind of breaking girl code in this sense, I honestly feel. I would not be double checking that she's staying for my own selfish needs. Robin did from that too. Please bring Mary into the spin-off conversation. And finally, an E! News teaser. They released a clip showing kind of the beginnings of the Janelle and Cody big fight scene. We're all definitely tuning in for this in episode 3, and the conversation is a lot about the boys, and Janelle is really standing up for herself here. She's triggered by Cody putting the blame on her and explicitly telling her, this is on you, Janelle, which is of course not true. So Janelle says that Cody should call the boys and talk to them. Why is he putting her in the middle of everything? She says he's the parent too. Cody says the phone goes both ways. Okay, but I mean, Cody's the parent. I would not expect my kid to call me to resolve things. That's kind of weird. Janelle says, you always flip these things on me. And he says, it belongs on you, Janelle. Oh, dang. Janelle was not ready or did not want to accept that at all. She then says, why does it belong on me? Why does it belong on me? Oh no, like you can see things are going downhill from here. And he says, because you didn't support my stand when we had the virus rules. I mean, biggest eye roll ever. This again? Can we not about the rules? I just cannot. The dang rules about wiping your mail. I mean, come on. Janelle says that he had told her at the time to choose her loyalty or she wouldn't have a husband. So she says, what am I supposed to do? Choose between you and my children? Cody says, you're gaslighting me. And Janelle says, no, you're gaslighting me. Gaslighting is such a buzzword right now. I don't even know. And Janelle is like, whatever I did, it just was not good enough. And then that clip stops, but we know things escalate, and I can see how. Now it's another clip. Okay, so there's so many teasers, it's really hard to keep track, but there's actually a clip posted, I think it's on another website, and then it links to a TLC clip where Cody says her house in the evening for her, and Robin knew it was going on. And she says, I'm not going to trust someone who wants a family, but is okay with Cody being only at their house. Robin says that, she tried so hard with Christine and says that her and Christine had potential to be really close, and she didn't understand why they couldn't be. And she's heartbroken by it, and she's crying, kind of putting the blame on Christine a little bit. So this is like a freaking smear campaign against Christine, this whole conversation, and I'm irritated by it so much. Christine says that the therapy sessions in Vegas, she says that Robin would deny that Cody was at her house the most, and Christine would have rejected her friendship anyway because, how can you trust someone that just lies to your face like that? And Robin's still doing it, and it is so irritating. I understand how Christine feels. Janelle says that Cody always implied that she needs to be a better sister wife to Robin, and Janelle thought that, if this has to happen, it's really not going to work. She recalls a time when basically she had called Robin before they bought their house to kind of let her know that she thought it would be a disaster for their family finances. Robin had clearly told Cody about the conversation, and he held that against her later on. Robin starts to cry that Christmas was a cheap version of what the family used to be. She said, she needs a reason why my family got blown up to smithereens. And okay, so next scene, they're actually planning Christine's 50th birthday party and who should be invited. You can probably guess who's not invited at this point, Mary, Robin, and Cody, because they just keep doing shady things like in this episode. Mary, meanwhile, is making big changes. She's going to move her clothing business to southern Utah, and she's nervous to tell Robin about it because, Robin's going to think that she's leaving the family too. So she only told her BFF Jen. Mary says Cody's not going to watching the lunch that Christine and Cody had at the restaurant with the red walls. Cody admits that he hated Christine at this point in time. And this is the scene where she laughs at him having COVID and then laughs again in her confessional about not being married to him anymore. So obviously, this is not going to be happy watching for Cody. He calls it her mean girl behavior. So immediately I know he's about to respond by saying something terrible. And in true Cody form, he says, it was uncomfortable life with her in Vegas, and it got a little worse in Flagstaff. He thought oh, we suffered through all of this and now you're just gonna quit? Cody says that basically it's all his fault for marrying a woman he didn't love. Ouch. So then a weird twist. Christine says that in that scene, she was being Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians while she was laughing because she could never be herself before with Cody. I did not understand what she was talking about here. Why was she trying to be a Disney villain? Make it make sense. Christine says that she doesn't think Robin really wants to be in a plural marriage, and Suki immediately repeats that to Cody in the next interview, and Cody says Christine is a terrible sister wife and doesn't know Robin. He says she should prove her love to David by not saying anything bad about Robin. Okay, Cody, I don't know what her love to David has to do with Robin. For Cody, everything just has to do with Robin at all times, even now Christine's new boyfriend. She can love David and hate Robin at the same time, Cody, just saying. So Janelle bets $1,000 that Cody will not take on another wife, and Cody says that he can't have another wife because he would have to tell her that he'll never love her more than Robin. Because of course. At least he's being more truthful now about the extent of his obsession and love with Robin, right? Robin is asked if she could ever be happy just with Cody. And this is actually a good question. She said, Robin says that she's happy or honored that she told her first and tries to act like it's no big deal. And Christine is taking it like a champ. She doesn't seem that bitter about it. She says she understands and says this is Mykelti's life. But it's weird. It's really weird. And then there's a segment on the show where they all kind of wonder what would have happened if they did move back to Utah. Where would they be today? And Cody doesn't think that it would have made a difference. Robin says sometimes she thinks maybe if they would have built faster on the land or moved to Utah, maybe things would have been different. But Janelle says Cody's preference for Robin would have still been there, and so it would have been the same outcome. Mykelti tells Janelle about the twins, and Janelle cries, and she doesn't cry a lot. It's Janelle. And she says, maybe now I need a house here or something. It's a sweet moment, and overall it's a cute party. Christine is beaming, and Christine wished for a romantic relationship when she blew out her candles, and it actually happened. So there's that. And Robin's bitter Betty, she wasn't invited, but I mean, come on. It's totally warranted why she wouldn't be invited here. So I don't know what she's even talking about. Janelle says this was the easiest party to go to. No politics, no waiting for people to arrive. And I'm wondering, who's she talking about? Is Robin always late or something to parties? Who is the late person? I feel like I want to know. Next, Mary is in Parowan, and Mary's friend Blair is an interior designer, and he's going to design the carriage house where her clothing business is going to live. Blair says that Mary has a heart of gold, and Mary has known him for about 5 years. They met online of all places. You'd think that Mary would have stopped meeting friends online. She says you have to be very careful with people you meet online. And she talks a little bit about her catfishing incident, but didn't go too much into detail there. And she says people in the family have their own opinions, but what happened to her is her truth. So seems like water under the bridge, but that was like a really big thing. Mary wants to have the option of bringing people into the carriage house like it's just came out as just crazy and everything. I don't know whether or not to be happy that the show is back or literally cry because the family is like so messed up right now. I have a full video breakdown of the teaser and I'll link that in the description, but basically there are two really explosive moments in the teaser that I'm sure made the cameraman like squirm. Janelle tells Cody to shut his effing mouth, and Robin freaks out in tears about, her dream of the porch, and having her sister wives there with her kids and grandkids, which is kind of interesting and also makes no sense. I don't think she'd actually want to be on the porch with them, to be honest. They never hung out in the first place. Maybe with Mary, but I guess everyone has a dream about growing older and what that looks like, and that was it for Robin. One thing that I do want to see in season 18 is some type of confrontation between the wives and Robin. Robin has never really been confronted by the wives on camera, just kind of talked about a little bit, And so, maybe things would be clearer if they actually had a real conversation between the wives, and maybe Nancy can come down for that. Remember their therapist, Nancy? Just saying, it may help. They might need reinforcements because, communication doesn't seem to be the best all the time between them. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the whole way through to my Sister Wives update for July 2023. Please leave a comment, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates. Bye, guys!
I wanted to sit on a porch with my sister wives, with our kids and our grandkids.
Hi guys, it's finally here! The Sister Wives Season 18 teaser, or first look as they say, just dropped, and it's crazy intense and filled with drama. Everyone's angry, the whole family is just falling apart, and Robin is having a full-on fit. So let's break it down because there's a lot to talk about. Watch until the very end for the premiere date, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So the teaser starts with Janelle asking who I am becoming. Okay, I actually do like this one. It's deep, I think it's good. Number 2, your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Oh, okay. That's from Maya Angelou. I like the first one better. And number 3, you have been assigned this mountain so you can show others that it can be moved. Ugh, I get it, but I think, I don't really want to move a mountain. Too exhausted. So the first one wins for me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Mary seems to be literally this motivational speaker, Mel Robbins, and she likes Mel Robbins. She mentions her, so feel free to look this person up on Instagram. Also wondering where Mary will go. Will she stay in Flagstaff? Leo is in Denver, and her B&B is in Utah. I don't think there's anything holding her to Flagstaff anymore, really. She could easily move. It'll be interesting to see where everyone goes from here. She also continues to do Fridays with Friends with her BFF Jen, and last time they did it, they didn't really disclose where they were, so that was interesting. Also, I don't know why, but apparently there were fans or an article or something saying that Jen and Mary were maybe together or something. So she felt like she had to clarify to people that she is straight. I'm kind of annoyed for her, can't she have a friend without people thinking it's something else? Come on. People will just say anything. That is ridiculous. Come on, people. Come on. Alright guys, and we're still waiting for more details about season 18, but word on the street is that Christine's engagement will be in there, and I don't know, maybe there'll be a wedding special. I don't think it's out of the question. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts on all this, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will catch you guys next time with more Sister Wives, news, updates, and tea. Bye guys! Major Sister Wives and Christine and Janelle are having a celebration of some kind, and it's the first time in a while that we've seen Aspen, Christine's daughter, and her husband Mitch. They're at the table, and I'm shocked because we're talking a while. They don't really film anymore. But here they are on Easter. Cody says that Christine wants the kids to have an identity without their dad, and she basically wants to split them up. And this is the same old story of a dad that's not being that great, blaming the mom about it. Christine and Janelle are doing what they can to compensate for Cody's absence or whatever, and that is so clear to anyone. So the kids would love to see him, and no one is in his way to do that. Like, that's ridiculous. They do an Easter egg hunt with money inside the eggs instead of candy. Mitch juggles, and you can see they're filming on their phones. You can see them in the background. This has to be the most all over the place, very crazy footage shot for a reality show. You know, the other reality shows have such like high level cinematography like Bravo and stuff, and this is like we're watching iPhone footage all the time, and it's getting like even better ratings, or like, I mean, great ratings on iPhone footage. That says a lot. Okay, so teaser 3, and this is the juiciest, so best for last. Christine talks about the fact that Cody would leave her house in the morning to help Robin's kids get ready for school. Which, that's weird, because shouldn't he be helping the kids at the house he's at? Like, Truly was still very young at that time. He says that he liked bringing Solomon and Ariella to school. He says that in Lehigh, they were working so hard to make ends meet, and now it's like he has a second chance at doing all the things, you know? So he says that Robin told him that it was going to cause problems, and Christine says that she's tired of being called a bad sister wife, and that a bad sister wife is one that monopolizes the husband. Shot fired directly at Robin, and Cody claps back right after that and says, a bad sister wife, Coyote Pass. Seems like still to this day, and about 5 years after they moved to Flagstaff, nothing significant is built there, and the whole thing has just, in my opinion, just fallen apart in the saddest way. Hopefully they address this on season 8 and we find out the fate of the property. Coyote Pass is just sitting there, and literally we've been watching 4 seasons of Coyote Pass storyline, perhaps for nothing, who knows. I feel like they're not selling it yet because maybe it's embarrassing, quite frankly, and it's just so depressing that their dream, you know, might be done on that property. So who knows what's going to happen. Stay tuned, everybody. There's also the controversial fact that perhaps Robin just owns a bigger cut of land. Yes, that's right. Not only is Robin the favorite wife, she also seems to have the most assets of any wife on Coyote Pass. This was reported by like multiple blogs and I believe Celeb Talk Guy, who had done like a divvy up of who owns what. And after Christine left, apparently the stat that was reported was 52% owned by Robin, which kind of seems crazy because not only does she then have $1 million house that the wives basically help pay for, and you know, it's crazy that she also has the most assets on Coyote Pass. Make sense, right? Like, doesn't that seem unfair to you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, guys, thanks so much for listening to my Coyote Pass update. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more Sister Wives news updates, what have you. Bye, guys! This is a Sister Wives update for April 2023. Let's catch up with Christine, Janelle, Mary, and all the big family drama this month. So this month, Christine's fiance David threw shade directly at Cody. Janelle crashed Garrison's birthday party, add yard line, and possibly demolished some parts of the home. In addition, the TLC personalities plan on making upgrades to the panels, water heater, and mechanical equipment. Also, one thing I did see in the article that was interesting is that apparently their house basically doubled in value from $890,000 to $1.8 million. I don't know who confirmed this or if this is even true, but if it is, that was actually a great investment, actually. So Cody wanted to buy instead of rent actually paid off in this case. I do not, mind saying that. Now, drum roll, please. Everyone is, I think, going to Madison's house in North Carolina for Christmas. And so Madison has been prepping her house, doing all this work on getting rooms ready. Madison is just working hard to get, everything ready so she can be the perfect host for the Brown Christmas. So we'll keep up with her Instagram. Hopefully they post a lot. They're fixing ceilings, painting. Obviously, I suspect there will be a lot of separate Christmas dinners. I imagine, there are a variety of feuds, so it's hard with so many people to keep the peace, apparently. But I suspect that most of Janelle and Christine's kids will be at Madison's, so let's stay tuned for some content for that. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening the whole way through. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Bye guys! This is my recap and reaction to Sister Wives Season 18, Tell All Part 4, the Tell All finale. The episode starts with Suki asking Mary if she'll find her soulmate like Christine. Mary says that she actually met David and he seems pretty nice. They met a couple of times, I'm assuming to film something, and Janelle also confirms she's met David. They hung out, and the more she spends time with him, the more she likes him. She calls him a breath of fresh air. Cody even met David, he said, for about 15 minutes. He said he mostly talked with Robin, David did, and Cody says, I know nothing about him. Now, yeah, because things got toxic after he was like saying stuff on lives and in interviews and stuff, or if he felt he went too far. I don't know. I mean, he did kind of insinuate that he thinks his mom is moving too fast and all these things and etc. So Christine also said that her and David got some engagement pictures done at a beautiful location. Can't wait to see the pics. Now, let's talk about the headlines about Christine, and let me know what you guys think is true out of all of these. So, this one is from The Sun. It says, is Christine okay? Sister Wives Christine Brown looks somber as she cooks solo meal after she has been seen crying and ditching engagement ring. The article says that basically Christine was spotted without her engagement ring and wiping her face. Literally, it could have been an eyelash, but honestly, Christine is currently vacationing with David, so I don't really think there's trouble in paradise. That's my opinion. Maybe she had just talked to Cody, and that's why she's somber. I mean, could have been anything. Like, honestly, one cannot be chipper at all times. Sometimes things will happen. Sometimes you'll cry, and I don't think everyone likes to wear their rings like all the time, especially when they're like really expensive. Anyways, another article from OK Magazine said, Sister Wives star Christine Brown celebrates daughter's birthday without fiancé David Woolley following split rumors. Okay, so split rumors? Did I miss a Reddit post or something? Christine doesn't always do everything with David. Like, historically, she's with her kids without him a lot. I mean, is there some type of rule that fiancés need to be tied to the hip at all times? I just personally don't think there's enough here to say there are split rumors. But anyways, they're literally in Nashville, like, taking selfies right now. So I think everything's okay. I mean, you never know. I mean, this could be right. I don't know. Anyways, this one's from Cafe Mom. It says, Sister Wives star Cody Brown, angry ex Christine moved their daughter in with strange man. So apparently an insider said that Cody is mad that Christine, the day she left Cody, kind of like a divorce party but different, and she's with Janelle and some girl runs. Janelle of all people. I think it's all single people and Janelle, who is still married to the person Christine is celebrating to have left. So it's kind of awkward, but good for Janelle. Janelle's not really saying anything, but she's supporting her like that, so that's awesome. Cody calls mid-conversation, and Christine cringes and doesn't answer. Cody was calling about Truly, apparently, he says, but it was just really bad timing. And Christine says that in her final anniversary with Cody, she'd actually told him not to call her. And Christine then goes on a tangent about how she recommends that anyone thinking about divorce should just do it. Like, just do it. She says you're already miserable anyway. So, I don't know if that's good advice or not, but it just seems like things were so terrible between Cody and Christine. We didn't really know that because we weren't behind the scenes, but she came out of it and she's happy and now married and glowing and everything. But she was even happy single. And now let's talk about some pressing Sister Wives news from this week. Okay, so first of all, Gwen did not attend Christine's wedding. This was confirmed. Yes, this is controversial. Not attending your own mother's wedding is sad. A lot of people think it was because Peyton was there, but honestly, Mykelti says that she was shocked that she wasn't there. It's a big statement. And also, Leon was there, but Mary was not, which was also kind of interesting. According to People magazine, Mykelti said, I honestly don't know. I don't know. Gwendolyn didn't tell me why she wasn't there, and when she didn't show up, it was kind of a shock to me. I didn't know she wasn't going to be there. Mykelti added that she ultimately thinks it's tragic that her sister didn't attend the ceremony, and she doesn't know what could have happened. I don't know the reasons why. I don't know if there was there could have been an emergency, there could have been nothing, who knows. My first thought is, how does she not know the reason? Wow, like they're not close. Like really no one knew why? You didn't text because things got toxic after he was like saying stuff on lives and in interviews and stuff, or if he felt he went too far. I don't know. I mean, he did kind of insinuate that he thinks his mom is moving too fast and all these things and etc. So Christine also said that her and David got some engagement pictures done at a beautiful location. Can't wait to see the pics. Now let's talk about the headlines about Christine and let me know what you guys think is true out of all of these. So this one is from The Sun. It says, is Christine okay? Sister Wives Christine Brown looks somber as she cooks solo meal after she has been seen crying and ditching engagement ring. The article says that basically Christine was spotted without her engagement ring and wiping her face. Literally, it could have been an eyelash, but honestly, Christine is currently vacationing with David, so I don't really think there's trouble in paradise. That's my opinion. Maybe she had just talked to Cody, and that's why she's somber. I mean, could have been anything. Like, honestly, one cannot be chipper at all times. Sometimes things will happen. Sometimes you'll cry. And I don't think everyone likes to wear their rings, like, all the time, especially when they're, like, really expensive. Anyways, another article from OK Magazine said, Sister Wives star Christine Brown celebrates daughter's birthday without fiancé David Woolley following split rumors. Okay, so split rumors? Did I miss a Reddit post or something? Christine doesn't always do everything with David. Like, historically, she's with her kids without him a lot. I mean, is there some type of rule that fiancés need to be tied to the hip at all times? I just personally don't think there's enough here to say there are split rumors, but anyways, they're literally in Nashville, like, taking selfies right now, so I think everything's okay. I mean, you never know. I mean, this could be right. I don't know. Anyways, this one's from Cafe Mom. It says, Sister Wives star Cody Brown, angry ex Christine moved their daughter in with strange man. So apparently an insider said that Cody is mad that Christine in his confessionals for years. They play a clip about how Cody apparently used to be different and how he's different now. He used to be happy-go-lucky, and all the wives kind of say in their own way he's just not the same person. And the clip where Cody basically says he wants to run away from his life, it's actually a really dark and sad clip, that one, actually. And Mary's like, that doesn't concern me anymore. Robin says that Cody tries to sabotage their relationship. Cody's angry, although Mykelti did say he's gotten a bit better with his anger, but I do not see that yet, but okay. Cody says he was sabotaging his relationship with Robin to punish himself. Also, there were dark winds that were going through him, and it was actually scaring Robin, and his anger had become a turnoff. There were a lot of dark winds going through him, he says, and it was actually scaring Robin, and his anger became a turnoff, and it probably still is. I mean, come on. Janelle says that a lot of his talk or narrative has become about Robin. He's like fixated, and he always started to frame things as if Robin did everything right. Janelle says that she couldn't even say anything to him about Robin ever. It was off limits, which is weird for a marriage. You're supposed to confide and talk about everything. Cody says that he was equitable with his time when he's pressed by Suki. Okay, is he just gonna lie like that? Come on, Suki, you need to call him out a little bit more on this. This is a blatant lie. What is up with Cody and Robin trying to bamboozle America and the other wives to think that Cody was equitable with his time? I am done with this facade. Obviously, the time wasn't equitable, okay? Just fess up. It's okay, like, no one's together anymore. It doesn't matter. Like, the gig is up. Either way, Cody was getting so sick of complaints about Robin that he said he wanted to hit people in the mouth if they said anything about her, which is pretty bold and terrible to say because, first of all, he's talking about the other wives, I feel, right now. So that's wrong. Like her friend Jen, and she was back at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth, because, I mean, she probably needs positivity in California. She said, "Fun in the California sunshine? Yes, please." So, yes, is it just me, or are the wives, like, at Disneyland, like, a lot? She was recently there with actually one of her male friends, even, but I don't think it's like that, no matter what the other bloggers say. I'm getting a total friend vibe, not like a new man vibe. But she had said, "This is me. This is how I choose to live and be. Situations and experiences may cause my life plans to shift," aka, obviously she probably means her separation. "People come and go. There may be moments that cause me to pause, reflect, and pivot. The past year has been that for me, but I've recently been feeling a shift as I move forward through it all and towards something different. Details on the different have yet to fully unveil themselves to me. In due time, I'm sure. Until then, to me, that I am right now will continue to embrace this beautiful thing called life and will continue building and creating and serving. There is so much more to come." So yeah, Mary's pivoting, trying to find something like a new purpose, let's say, but good for Mary. And for anyone wondering, Leo seems to be doing well. I think, they still live in Colorado. In Colorado. Janelle has been on the go as usual as well. She visited the Salt Springs boating place with her sister, who seems to be one of her favorite travel partners, and she had said, "Fun day at Salt Springs run yesterday. I've never had the experience of going somewhere, anchoring a boat, and spending the day in and out of the water. So much fun and so relaxing. I slept so good last night." She also, of course, went to Epcot and Disney World with her sister. So yeah, Mary and Janelle both went to Disney. It's a whole thing. And she also came back home and saw the new Indiana Jones movie with Garrison and Gabriel. Now, let's talk about season 18, because the teaser and number 8, and something I did not know is that prior to Robin, on and off, they would talk about maybe having another wife. A couple of women actually wanted to join the family. One of them wanted Cody alone, so that wasn't going to work for them. And one of the others It was going fine, but abruptly ended for unknown reasons. Like, I don't know. So a little bit of history there. I guess they were more open to having a new wife than I thought initially. I thought they just kind of stumbled upon Robin or something. I'll leave a link to the full interview in my description, but overall, this was such a good interview and juicy scoop, I thought. Let me know if you guys listened to it and what your thoughts are. Maybe, you know, if there's a point that you thought was extra interesting, let me know, and I'll be back with more Sister Wives content. Bye, guys! This is a Sister Wives update for December 2023. We're diving into what Meri, Janelle, Cody, Robin, and Christine are up to this month, and there's a lot of drama and news to talk about. And stay tuned until the end of this video to find out what the family will be doing for Christmas this year. Let's start with Christine. So, love is in the air, and Christine is getting her own spin-off, a wedding special. This month, TLC announced that the two-part special set to air in January will be dedicated to Christine and David's nuptials, which took place on October 7th in Moab, Utah. So, we'll get to see Christine finally get her dream wedding, a nice wedding dress, you know, the whole hoopla, and of course Peyton and her dad walked her down the aisle. So part 1 of the special will air on January 7th, followed by part 2 on January 14th, so pretty early on in 2024. And Christine is just taking the world by storm. She was named one of reality TV's top 40 most powerful women by Variety magazine. And none of the other wives were chosen, obviously, and she attended a special dinner and event with other amazing women in reality TV, like a lot of the Real Housewives, and I feel like that's probably not true. Janelle's name is not on the house, right? Like, unless I'm wrong. Cody has $1 million house that he owns, and I'm pretty sure Janelle is not on that, so how do they have the same assets? Make it make sense. Cody talks about how in Vegas, things were great between him and Janelle. Janelle says yes, but that doesn't change what happened recently. And Cody says that they had a renaissance in Vegas, a renaissance to their relationship. Maybe they should have stayed in Vegas then, just a thought. I mean, how did Flagstaff help them at all, in any way? I don't know. Meri's at her B&B in this episode. A guest had made a pillow with a picture of Meri and her mom on it, which is cute. Jen, Meri's best friend, is there, and she appears on a lot of the episode. Meri talks to her about her plans to move her clothing business to the B&B, but she's scared to tell Robin because she thinks basically Robin's the only one that's actually going to care. I think this is probably what leads to Robin's breakdown that we saw in the teaser way back. So Meri's still holding on hope with Cody, we learn, and that's really the only thing that's keeping her in Flagstaff. But I think she's gonna realize, you know, there is no hope, so she's just gonna hopefully just do her thing. Jen's happy about it, Meri's happy about it. The carriage house is where the clothes are going to, the clothing business clothes. They're both wearing super ripped up jeans. Apparently that was in 2022. Maybe I blocked all the 2020s out of my mind. I don't know. But Meri's just overwhelmed with all of it. But I'm happy that she's moving away from whatever mess is in Flagstaff. I mean, Cody no longer deserves her energy, in my opinion. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode and my recap and reaction to Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 6. Stay tuned for more updates and news from moi. Bye guys!
He's been telling me for years that he wasn't attracted to Christine. They were struggling in their marriage. I would have left his ass the first time he said that to me.
Let's talk about the teasers for Sister Wives X. So the $1 million question is, why are they paying it down now after all these years and now that Cody and Janelle are separated? Are they going to build on those 2 plots of land they paid off? I honestly thought that they were going to just sell it off. It would have made perfect sense to sell and give Janelle money so she can have money for a down payment for another house or something like that. I guess we'll have to wait. But could it be that Janelle still intends on building there with her greenhouse dream and living next to Robin? I mean, she does love Coyote Pass for some reason because it just seems like an interesting choice. Why would you want to do that? Can you imagine willingly moving next to your ex and his wife that you don't really like? It's awkward. It's really awkward. But Janelle's doesn't let things get awkward that much. Or another controversial option, did Janelle take Cody back? Like, why else would she be moving forward or paying off her plot of Coyote Pass? Make it make sense for me. Whatever it is, and especially if they're building, this has the potential to be a major storyline on the show for Sister Wives season 18 or the next one even. We're talking like a lot of episodes arguing about building and stuff. Like, remember when they were talking about wet bars and all that when they were building out the cul-de-sac in Vegas? That was a major storyline for a long time. So at the very least, it would give them something interesting to talk about or argue about for like another long time. More lawn chair conversations, but I'm trying to visualize where Sister Wives is like going moving forward. It's very unpredictable. I mean, would you be shocked if Janelle took Cody back? Or like, what is happening? What is your take? It's a mystery. Let me know in the comments, and I'll be back with more Sister Wives updates. Bye! This is a Sister Wives update for June 2023. Let's check in with Mary, Christine, and just boss ladies doing their thing. I think the Kardashians were even there. Imagine Christine interacting with the Kardashians. This is her level now. So that's so cool. Christine went to New York this month and visited her sister, and they had this cute double date situation going on. Christine has been traveling a whole lot lately, and someone in her comments said, "Did you save your grocery money for this trip?" Which is a clear reference to when Cody told Christine if she wanted to go on a trip, she had to save her grocery money. This was back when she was babysitting or watching like A Million Children, and that scene did not age well. And David replied in Christine's comments and said, "Nope, spent the kids' Christmas money." David is just trolling the trolls, people. And that's not all. He was still in Christine's comments this month when she posted this picture just saying how she loves monogamy now. She had said, I was always concerned I would lose my independence in monogamy. I realized the other day, being married to the right person, David for me, that I am more independent than I ever was." And David said below in her comments, "Had surgery last Friday. I've never been taken care of like Christine has done for me. I have the best wife and soulmate that anyone could ever have. She is my angel. Love you so much, Christine Woolley." Notice how he called her Christine Woolley and not Brown. I don't know if she changed her name. I feel like probably not for the show even, but maybe we'll find out later. Mykelti and Tony, meanwhile, went to LA for the weekend recently for a wedding, and they had a nice couples weekend. And they both look great, by the way. They've lost so much weight. I can't even believe it. And Mykelti had said, "Every small moment has built our relationship stronger. Getting away to appreciate my husband and the life we've built together was wonderful. So yeah, more LA weekend photo spam." And Isabel, Mykelti, and Aspen spent some good sister time together lately as well. Mykelti has been very open on her Patreon about it went better than expected. No fireworks. They were all friendly. And Cody's still confused, like, why can't we reconcile? And he blames the fact that Janelle wants nothing to do with Robin and Mary, but there is no declaration of love, no real attempt. I mean, he's trying just as hard with Janelle as with Garrison and Gabriel, and that's not much, honestly. They can't even find topics to talk about for a couple minutes. I mean, code red over here. But Cody still says next week, I'm going to ask her to reconcile again, and maybe I'll get more serious. Okay, so Mary is still trying to figure things out with Cody. She still kind of seems confused or something. She knows there's no hope at this point, and she's in Parowan getting trees out of her yard that are threatening the house probably. And yes, the rest of the episode is partly Mary's confessional talking about something we've heard before, and then trees getting cut and put into like a cutting machine. Yes, really. And I thought I was losing my mind, but at the end of the episode, she recounts the story of their anniversary where he basically confirmed that he wants nothing to do with her. But she said it in a slightly different way. Why are they replaying this? What is happening? I thought I was losing it. Literally the same exact story. Do they not edit? Like, they probably thought to themselves, we're repeating this in 2 different episodes. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. She says that she wants to move forward and said, why don't we just be curious about each other? Like, Mary will not stop. When was this confessional filmed? Honestly, why does she still want to be curious about anything? She knows what's going on. He said he didn't want to be curious. Anyways, there's no curiosity here. Let's move on from here. She's sad because she remembers the couples that they were. And Janelle and Christine validate this. And they do say that Mary and Cody were like an it couple. That's why Christine wanted to be in the family so bad. They were solid. She says that, now screw him. He's not worth it. And she says that with the trees gone, it's not as bad as she feared. And this, I guess, is a metaphor. Maybe without Cody, things won't be as she's busy raising 3 very small kids in Utah. She has twin boys that are babies and a toddler. So she's understandably very busy this month and every month. But she has Christine close by to help her, and she's still super close with Aspen, her older sister, who lives nearby. Mykelti and Tony have a Patreon channel where they review episodes from season 17 and interviews. They interview some of their siblings, which is interesting. So she's taking a similar route to Gwendolyn, kind of more public, and she appears on the show a bit more too. So Savannah Brown, Janelle's daughter, youngest daughter, just went to New York City, and she had posted these pictures and said, the views from the Empire State Building couldn't be NYC-er, nicer. Love the play on words. Nice caption, Savannah. So Savannah is such a pretty girl, and she's grown up so much. It's crazy. And I love how she has a voice. She's the one who basically told Janelle, like, no more RV, which, good for her. And now let's go to Peyton Brown, a somewhat controversial figure in the Brown family. So Christine's son, who never shies away from saying things publicly, went on TikTok live this month to divulge some interesting information. He basically said that he thinks his mom is rushing into things with David, her new beau, and that he told her just that. So at least he did tell her that too. He also says he doesn't think he's going to be close with David because they're both kind of standoffish. I know a lot of fans don't agree with this. I see it in my comments that Christine deserves love and that sometimes love happens fast, etc. But Peyton's statement made me think about what the other kids think in the family, or does anyone in the family agree with Peyton? Like, is it a bit rushed? So, love bombing is a real thing, guys. Anyways, I wonder if Janelle thinks it's rushed. This is clearly a polarizing subject in the Sister Wives world right now, but as long as Christine is happy, that's all that really matters, right? And I hear Truly likes him, so all good. Peyton currently lives around 30 minutes away from Christine, so he is nearby too. So overall, some of the kids are more public than others, and they also seem to have takes her kids away from the husband. Robin's just loyal and Christine just wasn't. Ugh, like major eye roll to that one. And in an article from People magazine, Cody talks about his marriage to Mary and how it lost its fire. I mean, this is old, like, as if we didn't know that. He said, I don't look at Mary and Cody thinking there's fire there. I mean, he says, I feel like Mary and I have had a reasonably amiable relationship. It's distant. I don't see her very often. I don't know what to do with a marriage that's supposed to be eternal but doesn't have any fire. Okay, well, define fire. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Anyways, all we know is, I mean, they broke up. And Robin goes on to say that she thinks that if Mary sticks around and Cody gets over his anger from Christine and whatever's happening with Janelle, she thinks it'll all work out. Does she really think that, though? Because I'm pretty sure he's said, like, outright, like, it's not going to happen. So how long is Mary supposed to wait? It's been like 7 years, Robin. So how many more years? Like, until she's like 75 and then it's going to work out? Because that's a little late in the game. So, alas, spoiler alert, Mary announced her split from Cody in January. So, enough of the limbo land. So things are not well, and I just want to comment on Mykelti's recap of episode 9 on Patreon. She looked traumatized by some of it between Garrison and her dad Cody, but basically a fan had asked, what do Mykelti and Tony think could bring the family back together or be on better terms? And Tony said he thinks it might be a death. A death. That is so depressing. Just terrible. Mykelti seemed to be especially upset that Cody said he didn't want to talk to the boys or call them. She says that will haunt him forever, and it probably will. I mean, you can find it anywhere, that clip, and just replay it and replay it. It's just terrible. But honestly, so sad state of affairs. Next feud, we're talking about Peyton versus Gwendolyn and Leon. So Peyton, who is the son of Christine and Cody, their only son actually, had like a social media squabble in 2020 when he posted something on social to support the police, basically. It was like, anyways, and Audrey, Leon's fiance, replied in the comments saying something like they couldn't believe what he was posting. A fan had made a comment about it, and Peyton ended up replying that he loved Leon, but they can't stand each other, apparently. So there you have it. Peyton and Gwendolyn also have a feud, and this one seems a bit more serious and probably difficult for Christine to manage. It almost seems to me like they don't even attend the same family events anymore, mostly. Peyton admitted on TikTok that he and Gwen had some type of like physical altercation at one point, and that now Gwen is scared of him. Then Gwen addressed Peyton's interviews about the show. At the time, Peyton did something with like John Yates, etc. And she said something pretty scathing, actually. She said, "He's the most awful person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing, and I would strongly advise taking anything he says as fact. I would advise against giving him any kind of support, even if you're watching the kind of content he puts out." I mean, that's pretty brutal. Like, the most awful person she's ever met about her brother. I mean, that's not good. I mean, not sure how long these two are going to feud, but it doesn't look good, which I'm sure is super stressful for Christine, having two of her kids basically have this long-standing feud. Okay, so now let's go to Robin Brown and Christine Brown. So Christine was pregnant when Cody was courting Robin, which in itself didn't really start things off the right foot. In their book, Becoming Sister Wives, Christine wrote, "Cody and Robin's courtship came at a time of huge personal upheaval. I was pregnant with Truly, and we had also entered new and uncharted territory as we began filming Sister Wives for TLC. When Cody started courting and then married Robin, it really rocked us more, and most importantly, My wedding dress. Please reach out and DM me your info if you're in Utah. Local designer, artist, or owner and can help me with my wedding. So excited to plan this blessed day with David by my side. Anyways, so at this rate, I literally would not be shocked if the wedding is like next month or next week. Anyways, it's coming. I just hope Christine finds a wedding dress she likes this time and that her wedding isn't sad like she described it with Cody. She deserves the best wedding ever. Such a whirlwind, guys. Seems like she's planning already. This wedding is imminent and I'm sure will be filmed. I mean, they have to film it. And that begs the question, you know, who's going to attend? Who's going to be there? I mean, my money is not on Cody and Robin. Mary, I don't know. Like, I don't think so. But probably the older kids and Janelle for sure. And although we don't know how Cody and Robin took the news, people are reacting to this engagement. Janelle said, "Yay!" And Mykelti clearly seemed supportive. Gwendolyn posted something about twinsies because now they're both engaged at the same time. Seems like fans are mostly happy for Christine, but there are some that think maybe things are like moving quickly. On Reddit, someone had said, "And for God's sakes, don't let Cody officiate." Can you imagine how cringeously delicious that would be though? And for sure, don't let Cody dance at her wedding. I mean, I like the Brown family dancing though, it's entertaining, but I really doubt Cody's gonna be there. That would be like almost like inappropriate, right? Everyone would be thinking like, knife in the kidneys. Anyways, someone else said, "Oh, I hope so. I hope they filmed him propose, film the wedding planning, film the wedding, and hopefully they get at least an 11-day honeymoon in a better location than San Diego." So this actually made me laugh because remember the hoopla with Robin and Cody needing this 10-day honeymoon while she was pregnant? It was like a whole thing. So yeah, like time for Christine's 10-day honeymoon somewhere cool. Christine is very much in the seize the moment type of mindset, seeing that she has not spoken to Cody since her birthday in early December, and it's now mid-January. Poor sweet Savannah. That is so unfair. She's like collateral damage. Christine says, "I don't think he realizes how easy it would be to fix this all. He needs to see his kids." And then Cody comes in and says he just doesn't have the emotional fortitude, apparently. And here come the victim vibes, and he says that the phone goes both ways. The kids can call him. I have a big issue with whenever he says that because he is the dad. He should always take the first step. It just comes with the territory of being a parent. Why are you expecting the boys or Savannah to call you to talk or mend things? Make it make sense. People magazine offered a sneak peek with quotes. Apparently, there will be a big chat between Mary and Robin, and Mary says she has a secret. They're probably outside again, and they hug about something. The article said that from Christine's perspective, and I quote, she said, "I thought naively that we would be able to all get together again for the holidays and family functions and still have family reunions together. Even with me leaving, I really felt like we could be mature enough and adult enough. But as of right now, I don't see that being possible. I just don't. There's so many things that are broken now. We're just not a family anymore." That is accurate. It's broken, and I'm officially worried. After last week, I'm seriously questioning Cody's mental stability with all that talk about "I'll be the devil you know now" and how he wants to run away. What is going on there? And now let's talk about the description for season 18, episode 6. This one is called The Understatement of the Year, and I think it's going to be a good one, guys. It says, Christine reveals she's hired a matchmaker. Mary makes plans to move her business but worries about how Robin will take the news. Janelle meets with Cody for the first time since their huge fight and asks if he still wants plural marriage. I mean, yes, Mary almost making her exit here. Hesitant to me. She didn't really give an answer, but Jen was quick to say, no more polygamy. And I cannot wait until Mary finds someone nice. That will bring me so much joy, honestly. And episode 12 is called Can't See the Forests for the Trees. And this might be a reference to the whole tree debacle with Mary, who knows, but it says, Christine throws a 1950s themed party for her 50th birthday and admits she's dating again. Cody checks out Janelle's new apartment but realizes she's planning a future without him. Mary worries about big changes in her life with both the B&B and Cody. So a lot of change this season for sure. And I know the show is kind of dark this season. I'll fully admit that, but with some happy moments. I mean, the twins, Peyton's on camera, seeing some of the kids. Garrison is thriving and owning a house. I mean, these things are still positive for me. And stay tuned because I'll have the full recap of Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 11 up as soon as I can this weekend. All right, guys, have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye! This is my recap and reaction to Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 10. The episode starts with some gentle music and the Coyote Pass woodlands. So Janelle says that she's having an Easter celebration with Christine, and we learned something kind of weird, that actually Cody had banned Easter for a long time because he thought it was too pagan. He insisted that they only celebrate Passover. So this is how it went for years and years and years. Mary was fine with giving up Easter, and so was Janelle. And when Robin came into the family, surprise, surprise, she wanted to actually go to her mom's house to celebrate Easter because the kids did celebrate it, and Cody didn't want her to leave. So Christine says that she had a lot of leverage and brought back Easter. So the Easter Bunny can thank Robin. She brought back Easter, and she also brought back earrings, remember? So Christine said maybe she had more leverage because Cody was in love with her. I don't know. And this is the scene where she's painting and talking about this with her kids. Christine, David, and Cody are shown all watching this, and it's kind of awkward. We learn that Christine and David have matching tattoos, a symbol that means new beginnings in Celtic. Christine's tattoo is over her heart, so kind of like on her boob area, and so it's not exactly discreet. Like, she can't hide it very easily, so very bold move here. Cody says that the scene with the kids bothers him because it seems to him that she was asking the kids to side with her. Never mind the fact that he wasn't attracted to her for like 30 years and kind of married her without loving her. He says, I cannot forgive that she has pit my children against me. Well, we can't forgive you, Cody, for being such a bad husband to Christine, so it is what it is. He says, if she's really in love, that should all end, her trash talking me and Robin. So he says that again, as if it's like some type of threat, or he's trying to convince her to stop. Cody says that Christine is Machiavellian, and that David might pull him aside one day and say, dude, this is crazy. Suki's like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I agree. That's really far-fetched. Suki asks David what his impression of Cody is, and he says, well, he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he wants you to hear him. I mean, who gave David media training? This is like the most nice way of saying he needs to stop talking. Like, Cody needs to keep things to himself. Cody basically says that he vetted Robin a lot, like so much more, and, you know, he wanted to make sure that she didn't leave a good man. Suki asked David, what do you think went wrong with Cody and Christine? And David just says, Christine is the whole package, so I have no idea. I mean, what is he gonna say, Suki? He's supposed to analyze the whole show and their marriage in his first ever TV interview. He hasn't even been on the show yet, so justice for David. He is handling himself pretty well.
I just watch you around. So, always have.
I know.
Let's take a look at some teasers for Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 7. And I'm feeling like this is going to be a Robin-heavy episode, guys. And my patience is wearing thin over here. The first teaser is from today, and Mary is finally telling Robin she's moving her clothing business to Utah. She's not saying she's fully moving to Utah, just her clothes, so shouldn't be such a big deal, right? Well, Mary looks super nervous, and she's kind of like breathing hard or something, saying it's just become so much to go back and forth from Utah to Flagstaff, as if she needs to explain anything to Robin, honestly. It's like she's at the principal's office or something. Mary says, and so I'll be moving out of this house, and Robin's face immediately is not happy. It's hashtag confused and unhappy or something. Mary looks so uncomfortable, and I do not know how we got here. Mary was wife number 1. She should not be all tongue-tied and nervous telling Robin anything, you know? So, but here we are. Mary says that she will be downsizing in Flagstaff, but still keeping a house here. And I was hoping this was not the case, by the way. And Robin says she's just double checking that this is still Mary's home and that she's still going to be here. Literally feel like Mary is still having a house in Flagstaff just to please Robin at this point. Robin, who doesn't even seem to let her sit inside her house these days. So what is happening? I honestly feel like this is selfish of Robin. If Mary was really my good friend, I would honestly tell her, get away and just live your life. Do not look back. This man is not treating you well. Robin is kind of breaking girl code in this sense, I honestly feel. I would not be double checking that she's staying for my own selfish needs. Robin Donnell. So first, let's talk about Father's Day shade and how much shade is okay on Father's Day because Cody got roasted bad this year. Christine posted a series of pictures of David with her kids for Father's Day and wished him a happy Father's Day, not Cody. She had said, "Happy Father's Day, David. I've watched how loving, compassionate, and present you are with your children, and I love how you've shown that to my children as well. You're truly showing up, which is what is most important." Of course, the elephant in the room is that she completely ignored Cody, the father of her 6 kids, who she has previously accused of, not showing up. So, yikes. Here's some of the top comments on that post. Happy Father's Day. Cody is somewhere punching the wall right now. Dang, if that ain't a big ol' middle finger to Cody Brown. And my personal favorite, Cody's last kidney may need CPR. Hopefully his best customer can help. Technically, Robin said he's her best customer, but extra points for that reference anyway, I say. I mean, to the point where I honestly kind of felt bad for him. So before I proceed, don't forget to like this video right now, and then I'll move on. Thank you! Okay, so meanwhile, Peyton, Christine's son, who has been absent from social media posts actually lately, posted the weirdest post of all time on Father's Day, actually. I'm not even going to show the picture because I'll probably get flagged or the video will get taken down, not going to lie. Let me tell you, it's Peyton's coworkers. Let's not forget he's a bouncer at a strip club and they are operating a car wash, so just imagine. So, very weird, not on my bingo card, and someone in the comments said, the irony you're posting this on Father's Day and not posting about your father isn't lost on me. And Peyton actually replied, finally, laughing face. So, I guess that's the irony he was going for, but I don't know if that really landed at the moment. She was married to Cody Brown for nearly 26 years. And, let us know she was in a relationship a hot second ago in February, and now she's engaged, like literally getting married any moment. I can only imagine what Peyton, her son, thought of all this. He publicly said that he thinks they're moving fast, and that apparently other people in the family think so too. There's like concern. Anyways, everyone's happy for Christine, with some people just slightly concerned about how fast they're going and stuff. But from what I see in my comments, everyone's very supportive of what's going on, even though it is really fast. I mean, it's going to be good TV, right? Very good. Season 18, here we come, right? Alright, thanks so much for listening the whole way through, guys. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Bye! This is an update on the oldest kids from Sister Wives, a Where Are They Now update for April 2023. Let's catch up with Hunter, Maddie, Gwendolyn, Mykelti, Peyton, Savannah, and even Leo. Let's start with Hunter, Janelle and Cody's second oldest son, a fan favorite for sure. Hunter recently brought his girlfriend to dinner with his family. Her name is Audrey, and she's becoming more and more of a fixture at family events. According to People magazine, Hunter first shared a photo with Audrey on Instagram in November 2021. He teased their relationship, calling the photo a pretty girl appreciation post. So they've been a couple probably for like roughly 2 years. Hunter is also local-ish, according to Janelle, and so he's able to join his mom and even Christine a lot more recently. He's officially adulting, guys, and you know what? Hunter always spoke his mind and famously called Mary and Robin lazy on a camping trip in season 3. Do you guys remember? He was the one in the family who arguably adjusted the worst to Vegas. But regardless, he still succeeded in life. Hunter graduated with a master's in nursing from Johns Hopkins University, and it's ironic that Hunter hated Vegas because, according to an article by Screen Rant, they seem to think that Hunter moved back to Vegas and works as a nurse there. That may be in the towel on Coyote Pass. Of course, it's more complicated since she separated from Cody recently. For many years, Janelle has desperately tried to move things forward and make her fantasy of having greenhouses and building a house on her parcel of land a reality. She had her house drafted. No one seemed to care, by the way. She lived in a trailer on the property to have a presence there and sacrificed not having electricity. Literally lived off grid. They still didn't pay off the land at the time, and there's no indication that it's paid now. According to Janelle, money was going to other things. I mean, they just didn't seem focused like they were for building the houses in the cul-de-sac in Vegas, in my opinion. Things have changed, and Janelle seems content with her new place, by the way, with a patio, and she will be taking her trailer elsewhere this year. She said, "The place I'm living now has a great patio. I've always wanted a great patio where it wasn't so blazing hot, Vegas, so you could sit outside. So I splurged on some patio furniture this year, and I'm loving my coffee on the patio this cool, peaceful Sunday morning." And for those wondering about the trailer, stay tuned. I actually have put it in a seasonal space this year and will begin the adventure of managing the trailer as an independent woman. At least it has hookups this time around. It's always been something I wanted to do. As they say in the movie Fried Green Tomatoes, Tawanda. The Tawanda reference basically is something you say to feel empowered. And no empowered woman wants to live next to their ex, let's say on Coyote Pass. So Tawanda, Janelle, Tawanda. Also, Janelle gave a lot of money from the sale of her house in Vegas to Robin and Cody for them to buy their almost $1 million house back in 2019, which was shocking to hear, honestly. She could probably use the money from the land to get a house of her own, just saying. Cody bought Coyote Pass in 2018 for $820,000 with the intention of goes on a tangent about how Cody is different now and that she doesn't feel steady anymore and she wants to keep sticking it out with Mary. And no, just no, like hard no. Really, you're gonna ask Mary to stick this out and suffer? Really? And in the next preview, this is by Us Magazine, it says, Mary Brown claims Cody Brown won't give a crap about her moving to Utah in Sister Wives preview. Probably accurate, to be honest. And this is more of that scene with Mary and Robin, where Robin says she wants Mary around, and Mary says she's scared. Mary says that, yeah, Cody won't give a crap, and she's scared that he'll interpret her kind of move-ish as the fact that she's leaving. You know, it would be perceived that way anyway. Robin probably should have said something like, well, I'll remind him that that's just not the case. But she just kind of stares with like a look on her face. And Robin does cry and admits that it must be hard for Mary to be waiting for Cody all the time. And here is my thought. Cody says he wants loyalty. Mary is offering loyalty to him. And, okay, so aside from the catfish thing, which might have been really a deal breaker, but Mary's offering loyalty and he does not care. And with People magazine, in their spoiler, Mary and Janelle now are eating at the same restaurant that we've seen in basically all the episodes. The one with the red walls, the Mexican restaurant. And Christine says that she initially didn't know how final things were with Janelle and Cody when they had the big fight over Christmas. Janelle says that she didn't even know how serious it was either. And Christine seems to think that Janelle's not done yet, that she still has a lot of affection for him. Janelle says that Christine thought that she was getting the raw end of the deal for a long time. Janelle says that if Cody changed, she would want a full marriage with him again, but that's probably unrealistic. He is who he is now, and they both agree that he's so different, vastly different, and this is something that's also obvious to fans. Even his eye color seems to have changed for some reason. There were mixed reactions in the room, if you remember. Some people hugged Robin, actually. Christine did. She loves kids, so it makes sense. But Janelle was in the background, just kind of like looking around awkwardly. She absolutely did not run up or even show emotion in that moment, which was very telling of their relationship. Robin was actually very hurt by this. Very weird to watch a pregnancy announcement where people seem like not stereotypically like happy, like, yay, a baby. It was not like that. Next, let's move on to My Sister Wives Closet and that debacle, because that's fun. This was like circa 2015, and yes, at one point the family was actually trying to make Robin's vision a reality, and Robin kept accusing everyone of not trying hard enough. So Janelle, I think, always thought it was stupid. She basically had said that she didn't think the business would support more than a few people, so that she didn't know why she was giving her time, and that she probably should just focus on real estate instead. Robin was so offended that the wives were considering My Sister Wives Closet a hobby. Then when they did this cringe presentation in front of investors, Janelle was completely embarrassed by the whole thing and how unprepared they were, and she basically said, like, we looked stupid. Janelle is clearly not a fan of My Sister Wives Closet, neither was Christine, but it definitely kind of didn't help the relationship with Robin. When Mary and Cody announced that they were getting divorced so that Cody and Robin could get married, Janelle's reaction was not positive at the time either. It was kind of like when Robin announced she was pregnant, to the point where Cody met up with her afterwards to talk about it, and she said, you know, she was worried about a change in dynamic and that she's probably irrational, but that she was just worried about it. She did not buy into what they were selling, and a lot of fans say, she kind of predicted what was going to happen because there was kind of a change in dynamic. In the earlier seasons, because Mary was wife number one, the only one with the legal marriage, I feel like it's funny that she acknowledges, it's like, hey, I'm a celebrity. This was from one of her Fridays with Friends.
To a Broadway show. We're going to go see
51st and 8th is what we're on. No, 49th and 8th. That's better. That makes more sense. We're on this road.
Do you know who I am? You never live tell where I am.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No,
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know. I thought she was like serious.
I need to train her.
Mary posted this about her trip to New York and also reminds everyone, as usual, to worthy up. She said, I spent some time at the Museum of Ice Cream in New York City this week. Such a fun and interactive place. Oh, and lots of ice cream. One of the activities was this wall where you can create and write messages. Let me share with you my message to the world. Worthy up, reminding you that because you exist, you are worthy. Yeah, this is like a new thing. Mary's like a motivational speaker now. And Janelle has been in Mexico. Actually, I think she's literally there now if you're watching it the day I post this. And in her stories, she's been posting what she's been up to. She's been at the beach. She watched a mariachi band. She's living the good life over there in Mexico. I don't know who she's with or if this is like a solo trip. I'm assuming this has to do with Plexus, a brand that she sells for, but honestly, good for Janelle. She probably wanted to take a break after that crazy episode aired of the big fight between her and Cody in her living room, and word on the street is that she had asked her kids not to comment on it. I mean, that's kind of what Mykelti alluded to, and she probably asked them not to watch it, honestly. Like, I wouldn't blame her. It's kind of awkward. Speaking of watching the show, I have a confession to make, guys. I joined Mykelti's Patreon. I'm her patron, pretty much specifically because I'd heard that she'd spilled some tea about that toxic text thread that caused a major rift in the family. So I had to investigate for all of us and also to support Mykelti. So I watched her live series, and this is the scene where she's painting and talking about this with her kids. Christine, David, and Cody are shown all watching this, and it's kind of awkward. We learn that Christine and David have matching tattoos, a symbol that means new beginnings in Celtic. Christine's tattoo is over her heart, so kind of like on her boob area, and so it's not exactly discreet. Like, she can't hide it very easily, so very bold move here. Cody says that the scene with the kids bothers him because it seems to him that she was asking the kids to side with her. Never mind the fact that he wasn't attracted to her for like 30 years and kind of married her without loving her. He says, I cannot forgive that she has pit my children against me. Well, we can't forgive you, Cody, for being such a bad husband to Christine, so it is what it is. He says, if she's really in love, that should all end, her trash talking me and Robin. So he says that again, as if it's like some type of threat or he's trying to convince her to stop. Cody says that Christine is Machiavellian and that David might pull him aside one day and say, dude, this is crazy. Suki's like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I agree. That's really far-fetched. Suki asks David what his impression of Cody is, and he says, well, he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he wants you to hear him. I mean, who gave David media training? This is like the most nice way of saying he needs to stop talking. Like, Cody needs to keep things to himself. Cody basically says that he vetted Robin a lot, like so much more, and, you know, he wanted to make sure that she didn't leave a good man. Suki asked David, what do you think went wrong with Cody and Christine? And David just says, Christine is the whole package, so I have no idea. I mean, what is he gonna say, Suki? He's supposed to analyze the whole show and their marriage in his first ever TV interview. He hasn't even been on the show yet, so justice for David. He is handling himself pretty well. I still like Nathan. I feel like I'm going to be so irritated next episode. And Mary is slowly becoming a bit more of a favorite for me. She's just keeping it a lot more real this season. She's kind of a voice of reason. I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but I do. We also found out recently that Christine and David are watching Sister Wives episodes while they air. She told fans that during a commercial break last episode, they advertised for a dating app called The Stir for single parents, and this is how they met, and how this was like a whole ironic thing. I'm a little surprised that Christine would watch it with David because it's just so toxic. And David, how can he not dislike Cody after watching that? I don't know. I just want to be a fly on the wall to see what they actually banter and talk about while they watch it. Maybe they need to do a pillow talk type of show for TLC and just react to it. I also want to talk about episode 5 because the description has officially dropped, and it says, the Browns discuss how things went over Christmas. Janelle confesses to Christine that she doesn't know if her marriage can be fixed. Robin and Mary try to dissect what went wrong and reveal that Cody was not always equal with his time. Hallelujah. Oh, finally, a big revelation about Cody's time. I feel like Robin was kind of in denial about this for a long time, so I'm actually curious to see this conversation. It only took 10 years, but it's okay. Here we are. I just hope this conversation is not outside, and I'm Team Mary this season, and Team Janelle and Christine, of course, but I just really want to see Mary stand up for herself and just tell Cody where to go at this point. So that is my teaser analysis for season 18, episode 4 of Sister Wives. Hope you join me during my recap that I'll post as soon as possible after the episode. And hope you're enjoying the season. Bye, guys.
Because you're not listening.
You're not listening to me.
And I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You.
Asked her to ask or call her. There were also fans who thought that Gwendolyn kind of low-key shaded Christine in a video about her parenting a little while ago. Anyways, how many feuds can one family have? We don't know why Gwen didn't go. I'm sure she'll reveal it. But having 18 kids with 18 personalities is definitely messy. OK Magazine said that a publication is claiming that Mary actually does not have an Arizona address, even though she told Robin and Cody, remember, that she would get one to keep in touch or whatever. Apparently, they're saying that Mary's only address listed is the BNB. If that's true, I hope that's right. You all know how I feel about the Mary and Robin toxic relationship and how I'm upset about it. And in more wedding news, a ton of wedding pictures came out, guys. And one thing that was confirmed is that Isabel actually does have a boyfriend. This was soft launched on Instagram. And also Mykelti kind of confirmed it too on her Patreon. So cat's out of the bag. Isabel is in a relationship. And they look really cute together, honestly. And there were other couples there at the wedding. There was Hunter and Audrey, and Mykelti also said that, you know, maybe they'll be the next ones to get married. And there was Logan and Michelle, you know, and I don't know, like, I guess they're all growing up, getting married. I didn't see Gabriel's girlfriend with him, so I don't know what's happening with that one. I mean, people break up, so maybe they did. I don't know really what's going on there. But everyone looked really happy. Mykelti said that they all had to wear, like, fall colors, so they had very fallish dresses, like burnt orange and things like that. And it was just like, it seemed like a very lovely event. Alright guys, so thanks for listening the whole way through. If you like this video, like it, and don't forget to subscribe. I have so much more content on Sister Wives coming up, including Season 9 full recap coming through soon. Bye guys!
Why are you so weird?
I'm the weird one. I'm trying to get Mary to tell Cody that
and who I am becoming. Okay, I actually do like this one. You know, it's deep. I think it's good. Number 2, your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Oh, okay. I mean, that's from Maya Angelou. I like the first one better. And number 3, you have been assigned this mountain so you can show others that it can be moved. Ugh, I get it, but I think, you know, I don't really want to move a mountain, you know? Like, too exhausted. So the first one wins for me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Mary seems to be like literally this motivational speaker, Mel Robbins, and she likes Mel Robbins. She mentions her, so feel free to look this person up on Instagram. Also wondering where Mary will go. Will she stay in Flagstaff? Leo is in Denver, and you know, yeah, her B&B is in Utah. I don't think there's anything holding her to Flagstaff anymore, really. I mean, she could easily move. It'll be interesting to see where everyone goes from here. She also continues to do Fridays with Friends with her BFF Jen, and last time they did it, they didn't really disclose where they were, so that was interesting. Also, I don't know why, but apparently there were fans or an article or something saying that Jen and Mary were maybe like together or something. So she felt like she had to clarify to people that she is straight. I'm kind of annoyed for her, like, can't she have a friend without people thinking it's something else? I mean, come on. People will just say anything. That is ridiculous. Like, come on, people. Come on. Alright guys, and we're still waiting for more details about season 18, but word on the street is that Christine's engagement will be in there, and I don't know, like, maybe there'll be a wedding special. I don't think it's out of the question. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts on all this, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will catch you guys next time with more Sister Wives news, updates, and tea. Bye guys! Major Sister Wives but I wouldn't blame Savannah for having like PTSD from that time they were like off-grid and had to fill their own water bottle jugs of water or whatever. So anyways, Janelle also joined Christine and David on this off-roading adventure in Moab, Utah with Savannah, which looked like a really fun time, and like Janelle kind of getting out of her comfort zone or something. So, okay, so now let's talk about Mary. So Mary has been making these inspirational TikToks with little like peppy music. It's like kind of a similar style to someone called Mel Robbins, who's like an inspirational person. Mary basically says that judgment on social media comments can affect her mood, and she remembers that there will always be someone who doesn't see your worth. And this is the type of post Mary's been kind of putting out lately, just to give you an idea. It says, when you're lost or the road of life has taken you down an unknown road, just stop. Stop so you can redirect. Stop so you can make a new plan. Just pause for a moment to reset your inner GPS and get going on your new path to your amazing new destination. Hashtag worthy up. So yeah, we should all worthy up for sure. And there is also an interesting story this month that came from Gwendolyn. So on Gwendolyn's YouTube channel, she had said that her teacher back in the day wanted to date Cody or something, which is crazy. She said, there was a serious problem with women just wanting my dad. Oh my gosh. I had a teacher at one point. I had to switch classes because she was so creepy about it. Garrison had her longer. She was weird, so weird. I could tell you stories about her. She wasted half of an entire class just gossiping with me about how much she loved my family. And I'm like, I'm just trying to learn Spanish, lady. So can you imagine? She had to switch classes back in the day. Wow, okay. And with that, I also have a complete update on what Christine has been up to this month, which is why I did not babble on about talking about how there's a new huge random ring replacing his commitment ring that he used to wear. Mary says, I don't care if he bought it, if Robin bought it for him, if they bought it together. But they wouldn't go more into detail about the ring. It's weird, but I also don't blame Cody for not wearing a ring that he had like 3 failed marriages on. So, like, I get that, but it's a whole mystery. And in the new teaser from Us Magazine, Cody's confused about why Mary is moving her businesses to Utah and taking a room at her B&B. Mary doesn't understand why he even cares about this, and the clothes are actually going to go where her mom used to stay, so it's a non-issue. Mary says she does not want to leave Utah, and she says, I still have hope, okay? And Cody's not even offering an ounce of care. This was his face while she was saying that. And maybe I can't relate because I haven't been, married to someone for 25 years. But like, Mary, how long are you going to grovel and have hope over this guy? He's just not the same Cody as before. He's just not. Cody says that he feels like Robin is trying to play a role in him and Mary's reconciliation, and he's scared that if he abandons the other wives, she'll lose respect for him. So, abandon. Just him using that word. I mean, that's the realest he's been, right? Like, abandon. And of course, People Magazine also had a teaser, and basically Cody is taking Janelle out for her birthday, which is a big surprise because they haven't seen each other in like 6 weeks or something. And seems like he may be making a play to make things good with her. And Janelle says it's better than staying at home and watching TV. But honestly, she does not think it looks good for them still. But you never know. Maybe they can be hit by lightning and live happily ever after, she says. Well, there's that. And Christine is actually super supportive. She says whatever makes Janelle happy, if that's going with Cody, or if that's like being on her own, she'll support whatever Janelle wants, and that's like a real friend, right? Just came out as just crazy and everything. I don't know whether or not to be happy that the show is back or literally cry because the family is like so messed up right now. I have a full video breakdown of the teaser, and I'll link that in the description, but basically there are 2 really explosive moments in the teaser that I'm sure made the cameraman like squirm. Janelle tells Cody to shut his effing mouth, and Robin freaks out in tears about, her dream of the porch and having her sister wives there with her kids and grandkids, which is kind of interesting and also makes no sense. I don't think she'd actually want to be on the porch with them, to be honest. They never hung out in the first place. Maybe with Mary, but I guess everyone has a dream about growing older and what that looks like, and that was it for Robin. One thing that I do want to see in season 18 is some type of confrontation between the wives and Robin. Robin has never really been confronted by the wives on camera, just kind of talked about a little bit, And so, maybe things would be clearer if they actually had a real conversation between the wives, and maybe Nancy can come down for that. Remember their therapist, Nancy? Just saying, it may help. They might need reinforcements because, communication doesn't seem to be the best all the time between them. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the whole way through to my Sister Wives update for July 2023. Please leave a comment, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates. Bye, guys!
I wanted to sit on a porch with my sister wives, with our kids and our grandkids.
Hi guys, it's finally here! The Sister Wives Season 18 teaser, or first look as they say, just dropped, and it's crazy intense and filled with drama. Everyone's angry, the whole family is just falling apart, and Robin is having a full-on fit. So let's break it down because there's a lot to talk about. Watch until the very end for the premiere date, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So the teaser starts with Janelle asks Mary clarified her sexuality, and Cody's probably not having a good month, just saying. So let's start with the fact that David mocked and threw shade at Cody by throwing Christine a nacho birthday party. So you guys may remember that 10 years ago at a Sister Wives tell-all, Cody said that he was straight up disgusted by Christine eating chili nachos in the backseat of his car before they got married. And he was so grossed out that he almost called off the wedding because of the whole thing. There's this disturbing clip on YouTube about it, and you can tell that Christine was really embarrassed and hurt at the time when he was saying this. Well, David, Christine's new fiancé, did his research and took a shot at Cody by hosting a nacho birthday party for Christine. He even hung little nachos on the wall, guys, and said, "Happy birthday! I love eating nachos with you, my queen." Oh, the shade. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I think he means that, like, you know what? He does not care if she eats nachos or not. She's beautiful regardless. And yeah, another knife in the kidneys for Cody, probably. And something tells me, just kind of based on this, the subtle shade, that David and Cody probably won't be hanging out anytime soon. Not sure if they're going to interact on the show or how that's gonna go. The nacho event was for Christine's birthday, and her daughters also brought their mom out. Looks like it was Isabel and McKelty were with her, and then she blew out her candles at the restaurant. Christine turned 51 April 18th. Her zodiac sign is Aries. Fun fact. This was a huge month for Christine. I cannot emphasize this enough. Her life is on a fast track. She got engaged to David after months of dating this month. They bought a freaking house together in Lehigh, and their wedding is probably going to happen very soon. I've seen reports that it's possible that most of the family, including Janelle, found out online that Christine was something about how she's gonna have bad karma or something. It's just terrible. It's so toxic what they're saying about each other, and it's just, oh God help us. Like, where are they gonna go from here? It's bad. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed my recap and reaction to Sister Wives Season 18 Episode 9. Leave a like and a comment, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys!
A bad sister wife is someone who just monopolizes the husband so he has no time for anybody else.
A bad sister wife takes her kids away from her husband. And that's exactly what Christine has done.
Here are the teasers for Sister Wives Season 18 Episode 10, and I saved the best for last. Teaser number 3 this week is definitely the juiciest. So let's get to what Janelle, Cody, Mary, Christine, and Robin are gonna be up to this week. Teaser 1. Christine and Janelle are having coffee, and Janelle blurts out that she would consider polygamy again, and that she likes polygamy. Ew, wait, what? How can she like polygamy after everything that just happened? And Christine is just so far away from that place in her mind. In her face, she's just so confused by what Janelle just said. Janelle is not in the space yet of admitting that maybe polygamy is not all it's cracked up to be. She just likes her independence. But she says that it would have to be one of those things where you look at someone and think, oh, I know that person, like she had with Cody. So Janelle wants another Cody? I'm so confused. Christine says that if she had a soulmate who was a polygamist, she would not do it anyway. So, very different viewpoints here. Christine calls Kody a monogamist now, and Janelle agrees. And this is the first time Janelle's agreed with that fact. And she says that maybe a while ago he slipped into monogamy and just tried to keep up with his responsibilities with the other wives. Just slipped, like slipped on a slide, slip on a banana, just slipped into monogamy. No big deal. Teaser 2. It's Easter 2022. Yeah, because things got toxic after he was like saying stuff on lives and in interviews and stuff, or if he felt he went too far. I don't know. I mean, he did kind of insinuate that he thinks his mom is moving too fast and all these things and etc. So Christine also said that her and David got some engagement pictures done at a beautiful location. Can't wait to see the pics. Now let's talk about the headlines about Christine, and let me know what you guys think is true out of all of these. So this one is from The Sun. It says, "Is Christine okay? Sister Wives Christine Brown looks somber as she cooks solo meal after she has been seen crying and ditching engagement ring." The article says that basically Christine was spotted without her engagement ring and wiping her face. Literally, it could have been an eyelash, but honestly, Christine is currently vacationing with David, so I don't really think there's trouble in paradise. That's my opinion. Maybe she had just talked to Kody, and that's why she's somber. I mean, could have been anything. Like, honestly, one cannot be chipper at all times. Sometimes things will happen. Sometimes you'll cry. And I don't think everyone likes to wear their rings, like, all the time, especially when they're, like, really expensive. Anyways, another article from OK Magazine said, "Sister Wives star Christine Brown celebrates daughter's birthday without fiancé David Woolley following split rumors." Okay, so split rumors? Did I miss a Reddit post or something? Christine doesn't always do everything with David. Like, historically, she's with her kids without him a lot. I mean, is there some type of rule that fiancés need to be tied to the hip at all times? I just personally don't think there's enough here to say there are split rumors, but anyways, they're literally in Nashville, like, taking selfies right now, so I think everything's okay. I mean, you never know. I mean, this could be right. I don't know. Anyways, this one's from Cafe Mom. It says, "Sister Wives star Kody Brown, angry ex Christine move their daughter in with strange man." So apparently an insider said that Kody is mad that Christine